Hi. Hello. Hi. Okay. Now, today, gonna play some Punishing Great Raven. Gonna continue with the extra stories here. Alrighty. Here we are. Let's get in. As per usual, I already did my dailies earlier in the day, so we can have more time to focus on the event stories. Hang on, let me just double check how much. Okay. I'm gonna be able to do polls later. I'm trying to get her weapon, Lamia's weapon here. Let's see. Extra story. Oh, I thought it was 2 zeros. I put 2 zeros in the thing. I thought it was 2 zeros. There we go. Firn Knight. Out of 0 of 36 word requirements, and then a normal and hidden. This might be a long one. Hell, I don't even know if I'll be able to even get all of normal done. It's gonna be really long. Okay. I'm prepared though. I'm prepared for this long read. I got my water ready. Oh, the music's nice. Got my water ready. And I also happen to have a bowl of fruit with me too to snack on while we go through this. Firn Knight. Let's start. Straight off with a fight. Arctic Reunion. Get to play as Rosetta. Alright, this story is going to focus on Rosetta then. Firn Knight. Alrighty. Near the reserve operation area of Babylonia, several squads are busy carrying supplies and weapons. Looks like there's an emergency mission. Everyone's on edge. Hopefully the mission isn't too serious. Don't worry, they've got skilled combatants with them. Though, back in our case, Commandant, we still have a round of data collection for Lucia's frame coming up, right? Data collection? Commandant, you saw the transmission, right? Because the actual performance of Lucia's new frame wasn't quite up to par, the higher-ups want us to participate in a series of data collection to see what's wrong. That's what the data collection is about, Commandant. Grey Raven, good to see you here. Suddenly, an unexpected figure walks out of the bustling squads. Her expression is ice cold, just like when you first met in the Arctic. Rosetta, why the surprised expression? Well, I guess it is my first time speaking to you in Babylonia. Nicola, Grey Raven's Commandant, can take the last spot. Report over and out. She seems to have been connected to Commander Nicola all this time. You feel a hint of what she said. You feel a hint of what she is saying, but you are unsure as to why she did so. Rosetta, I know you must have a mission, but we need to collect data. I don't think we'd be able to help you out. It's okay. It won't affect you. I'm just missing a Commandant. Huh? ARU seems to be under attack and has requested reinforcements. I need to bring troops over from Babylonia ASAP. Is it the Ascendants? I can't say for sure, but I need to borrow your Commandant and get back to the ARU. There's no time to spare. But going there with just Commandant. I won't let your Commandant come to any harm. You have my word. If that's the case, what do you think, Commandant? I'll go to the ARU. If you say so, Commandant. Rosetta, please keep Commandant safe. And Naro plays. You hear fighting nearby, sending a chill down your spine. I won't let you get any closer. Holding his spear, Rosetta confronts a group of hostile bionic machines. They continue the reckless assault heedlessly. Great, you're awake. What's the situation now? It's up in the air. Or actually, I think it's bordering a bit on the bad side. I wasn't expecting to run into these bionics this quickly. I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. Oh. Hang on, I need to blow my nose. Wait, I'm gonna mute myself. Okay. Sorry about that. Anyway, it's about over. I'm going to charge ahead. Ooh. It's been getting colder these days. Ugh. I mean, it is September. Rosetta throws her spear, penetrating the enemies like a shooting star. While the enemies are distracted, she jumps into the air and unleashes her shield. Ready, aim, fire. A burst of energy erupts from her shield and rains down on the enemy bionics. Retreat. Bionics at the rear make a split decision to abandon their fallen comrades and retreat out of the battlefield. Just my lucky day. Once Rosetta confirms the enemy's retreat, she lowers the output of her light wings and descends from the sky, retrieving her spear impaled in the ground. Alright, Usabeni, let's continue our mission. What is this place? Our mission. What is this place? We are within Arctic Route Union's jurisdiction. Did the impact just now give you brain damage or something? At any rate. I didn't expect the transport craft to be shot down by anti-aircraft guns and crash into the snow. Just my lucky day. Roar. Just as you are about to inquire about the next course of action, a group of bionics suddenly charge out from where they evacuated. Looks like they were retreating to rally reinforcements. Looks like now's not the time to talk. Usabeni, no. Commandant, join me in battle. Cool. Roar. Bionics. Something is wrong with this tide. Commandant, familiarize yourself with my frame and defeat the enemies. Oh, cool. Let's see. Sounds like a remix of Narwhal. Cool. Did you get a new character? No, this is just a story character you get to play as. Hey, Gaming Watch. It's over for now. Commandant, let's leave this place. It's just a mandatory character to play as. Reinforcements. Lost in the middle of nowhere, Commandant and Rosetta met some reinforcements who came to rescue them. I feel another sneeze coming. Wait. Excuse me. How's the day? Been good, thank you for asking. I hope your day has been great too. Commandant, other transport crafts were intercepted by air defense. According to their crash trajectory, they should have landed near us. After defeating the enemy, Rosetta proposed to join the others from Babylonia. Rosetta walks, or rather floats, beside you as she speaks. Noticing your gaze, Rosetta turns her head and looks over with a puzzled expression. Your light wings look nice. We'll compliment her. No, look at her blush. Thanks. Rosetta seems to be blushing for some reason. Well, it might take a while before we can locate the crashed aircrafts. I'll tell you what happened here in the meantime. As you know, the virus can't spread as well in the environment of the Arctic. People need only repel the occasional corruption and the tide to survive. How come your Divinity streams are 1 hour earlier than PGI streams? Because with Divinity, there's a lot to do in that game. So I figured that if I do it 1 hour earlier, I would have more time to play and do things in that game. In this game, there's just as many things to do, but because I'm going through story and I'm going through dialogue, it's a lot of reading. And if I spend like a long time reading this, my throat's gonna hurt. Like my voice will get coarse and all that stuff. That's why if I do this at 1 hour later, I would, on average, I normally do these streams for like maybe 3 to 4 hours. And I feel like that's good long enough for me to go through without having my voice to get destroyed while I'm reading this stuff. The tide. That's what the fishermen call them. They rise like the tide, posing danger intermittently. Is your throat good now? Seems kind of scratchy to me. Oh no, I'm just trying to speak a bit more softly to try and ease my voice while I'm reading this stuff. Plus, I just sneezed quite a bit earlier, so my nose feels a bit stuffy now. Plus, it has been getting a bit colder here, so. But I don't think I'm coming down with a cold or anything. And I have a bowl of fruit with me that I'm kind of munching on. So maybe like some saliva will be like stuck in my throat, so I'll be clearing my throat a lot. But I do have water to wash it down. We don't know why, but bionics appear around various areas throughout the ARU at this time to wreak havoc. Like grapes? Let's see. It's actually like frozen berries and fruits. It's mango, strawberries, dragon fruit, and peaches. Like I got like a big bag of frozen like fruits and berries. It's an assortment. But it's just those fruits. It's just those four though. Mangoes, dragon fruits, strawberries, and peaches. Ever had dragon fruit? It's not bad. It's not bad. It does have this sort of sweetness to it. But it's like a little bit of sweetness. It's like, if I can probably try and describe just how like sweet it is, it's as if you had like a soda drink with ice in it, but you finish the soda and the ice is melting, and all you have now is like melted ice with a little bit of like the soda left over inside. That's what it kind of tastes like, if I could explain it. Hello, Amazon. I just don't think I'd like the seeds. Honestly, the seeds aren't that bothersome. Like, I just ate a piece of small dragon fruit and it's like kind of nothing. Sometimes they pose a serious threat, other times less so. Regardless, they never appear in the same spot twice once they've been quelled. So, when they requested reinforcements from Babylonia, I thought it was just business as usual, but after reading the report, I realized that this was different. The scale of this tide is unprecedented, as if they were trying to drown the ARU. The bionics attacked at a rate far beyond our imagination. Where are the bionics coming from? There are abandoned models from the ARU, but theoretically speaking, there shouldn't be so many after all this time. Atiel, looks like someone's over there. Oh, it's the boss. We finally found the boss. I just have some minor trauma when it comes to things like seeds or bones, etc. against it. Oh, I see. Fair enough. From your ID code, you must be Commandant Simon and Construct Atiel, correct? Yep, we came from a base on Earth to support the ARU. My name is Atiel. Our original team is still recovering from their injuries, so it's just us. We sure are happy to see you, boss. Boss? Oh, you haven't heard. Uzbeni was the top graduate of their year in Commandant School. That's why Simon and his peers call Uzbeni boss. Let me introduce myself, would you? The name's Simon, Commandant Simon. I was sent here to lead troops just like you, boss. Sorry, I'm a little motion sick. During his self-introduction, Simon held his head down as if in discomfort, while Atiel was like an overexcited bunny regarding you curiously. At your service. Yep, at your service too, boss. I see. So when Nicola mentioned the ground troops that arrived first, he was referring to you. Got that right. We've been here for almost a week. I see. Oh, right. We were just looking for the other members that crash-landed. Oh, then you have nothing to worry about, Rosetta. Didn't you catch what I just said? You found them already? Real sharp, boss. We found the others already. Simon and I came to rescue survivors after we saw the transport craft being shot down. You're the last search and rescue target. Atiel, let's hurry on back now that we found them. It's not safe with just the four of us here. Is this a different faction? Right now well, these two, Simon and Atiel, are from a different base on Earth. And Rosetta is part of the Forest Guard here in the Arctic Route Union area. You're right. Boss Rosetta, come with me. I'll take you to the ARU's commanding captain. Sure feels like Atiel's the commandant out of the two. Captain and Tide. Knowing the Tide always visit on a regular interval, ARU was hoping Commandant and the Babylonia reinforcements could help them hold off the Tide. The base is just an hour of snowmobile right away. It is surrounded by a wall fortified with cannons, with workshops docked offshore. Quite the reinforcements, Babylonia. They're all wounded. After dismounting the snowmobile and entering the base, you see a disgruntled man accompanied by guards blocking the way. Looks like all of the rescued soldiers were settled here. They just need some minor treatment before returning to battle. We're built different. As if unable to detect the man's dissatisfaction, Atiel explains in her usual bubbliness. Anyway, enough about that. I brought the last commandant over. Our forces are all here now. The boss you've been talking about, huh? Must be the one behind... You're Rosetta. Why are you here? The man panics at the sight of Rosetta. He takes a few uncontrollable steps back, but realizing he's in public, he forces his legs to a halt. It's been a while, Captain. Rosetta's expression is unreadable. She merely follows with a light sigh. Commandant, this is Captain Stason of the Arctic Route Union. He was the one who requested reinforcements. Just realized the constructs can literally say they're just built different. Yep. In a literal meaning. Hello, Captain. Hello, you must be Uzbeni. Well, now that we've got the self-introductions over, Captain, could you give a sit rep to our boss? Alright. I don't know how much Rosetta has told you, but I'll give you the rundown from the beginning. The ARU is on the verge of collapse. We've treated this Tide too lightly. On the verge of collapse. How could this go belly up so quickly? Isn't that obvious? All because of the forest guards can't hold the line. Hey man. Watch your tongue. Rosetta is right there. The Bionics blitzed the shore and captured our warehouse and energy pipeline. It'll be our death sentence if we continue to go on without supplies. The worst part is not knowing where the Bionics came from, correct? Ugh. How long has this been going on? 2 months? You mean you've kept this in the dark for 2 months? You waited until the last minute to inform Babylonia. Is that right? You over there, bring me the map. Stason orders another guard to activate the projection terminal. The entire Arctic Route Union and its surrounding terrain manifest as a holographic map. See the circles on the map? Those are the regions taken by the Bionics. We need Babylonia's help in recovering them. Enemies are sure to be in greater number there, likely at least 60 Bionic units per region. I'm not trained for combat, so I'm not much used to you out in the field. Speaking of, where are Diana and the others? The Force guards are out conducting guerrilla warfare. We decided on this tactical direction during our last meeting. Finally recovering from his motion sickness, Simon dictates several of the Force guards' patrol routes on the map. I'm sure Captain Stason has brought you up to speed now, boss. Why don't we split up? Squad each? Yeah. The occupied areas are interconnected. Even if we retake part of the pipelines, it would be pointless without all of them recovered. I see. An astute command. You speak just like a commandant. Well, I am a commandant, Rosetta. The suddenly dependable Simon rouses Rosetta's suspicions. After all, he was doubled over with motion sickness when they first arrived, or first met. Simon might not look all that reliable, but his tactical decisions are on point. Well, it's decided then. We'll take the right, you guys take the left. Let's recover the territory ASAP and restore peace to the ARU. Seems doable, but before that I need to make preparations for you, Commandant. What preparations? You need protection. Okay. Snowy skirmish. Oh, we can use our usual teams, huh? I don't have Rosetta, so I'm not going to be able to use her. I mean... You know what? Hang on. Here, I'll play Lemia instead. I'll have Lemia here instead. The fish. Yes, we got the fish. I'll just name this team Dark. Love Lamia so much. She's cute. She really is pretty. I love the little. I love the design for her as a playable character. It looks really good, especially her eyes on her original look. On the on the default look for her, it's beautiful. Clack clack clack. The massive weight of the mech leaves deep impressions in the snow. Each step is like a toddler learning to walk. Clank, clank. Commandant, how does it feel inside? Am I in a mech? This mechanical unit must be what Rosetta meant by protection. Through Captain Stison's arrangements, you find a polar soldier unit delivered to you. Rosetta inserts you within the cockpit without further hesitation. Is this really necessary? This feels weird. You'll get used to it. ARU fishermen use these for deep-sea operations. I've always been a jinx of sorts. That was likely why the transport craft crashed. So it's better to be safe than sorry. You keep saying you're unlucky. Yeah, because I really am. Sorry. We should have brought more troops with us. We're assigned to a relatively small area, but... Damn it, you bionicle barnacles. Bionicle barnacles. A series of distraught voices interrupts your conversation. you and Rosetta look over to see several armed fishermen fighting with the bionics. This is our land. We'll get him back with our bare hands. Get out of here, you hairy dodos. Roar. These ain't dodos. They look like giant polar bears. I knew some of them will react like this. These fishermen sure are something. Rosetta brandishes her equipment and rushes to their aid, but halts right as she activates her wings. What's the matter? Since you're the commandant, it just occurred to me that it might be better to wait for your orders. Then let's save some fishermen, Rosetta. Roger, Rosetta. Roger, Rosetta. Moving out. You mean okay. You mean Roger, Commandant? I'll take over. You go back. That's the Forest Guard. Commandant, the energy devices are all turned on. Let's turn them on first so they don't explode. Oh. Oh, okay. Now can I go over here? I can, okay. Bunny! Hang on, let me turn it down a bit more. Oh, wrong button. Whoops. Why is there combat here? I even told the fishers to not act rashly. Rosetta? Fun fact, polar bears are one of the few animals that will actively hunt humans. Oh god. I don't know if that's a fun fact or a frightening fact. Diana? Great timing. Let's drive away the bionics together. There we go. This is the last one. Now. No more explosions to worry about. Finally prepared to face my full power bionics. Easy. Look at them run. Oh. Have we taken this area back? But why did the bionics escape with the energy tanks? I don't know. That's such a nice skin. Cough, cough. Oh, sorry, let me... There you go. Are you guys alright? We don't need no sympathy from you sinners. A thank you would be nice. And's not like them... And's not like them bionics. Shh, don't bring it up, you adult. After the battle, Rosetta approaches the rescued ARU members offering help. But her extended hand is met with the same hostility as before. We rescued you. Y'all just repaying your debts. And with that, they struggle to their feet, hobbling toward the facilities with their weapons as a crutch. They should be able to get this place up and running like before in no time. But anyway, I never thought the reinforcements from Babylonia would be Usabining you, Rosetta. Confirming the safety of the surroundings, Diana approaches you. She seems relieved at seeing you once again. I'm only temporarily staying at Babylonia, so if the ARU requires help, I'd naturally be the most appropriate candidate. What about you, Sabeni? At the behest of our dear Rosetta. I see. So constructs in Babylonia get to appoint their commandants. If Usabeni is on the menu, then color me intrigued. This is only a temporary arrangement. Usabeni is still the commandant for the Grey Ravens. Anyway, Usabeni, did Rosetta make you wear this? A big, plump robot I am. It's bulky, but it has the defensive capability to match. And if you activate its built-in acceleration system, you might just be able to keep up with us for a few seconds. These Polar Soldier units just feel so nice and smooth. I've seen all sorts of piloted models, but somehow this one gives me warm and fuzzy feelings inside. From gentle head scritches of your Polar Soldier unit, Diana's hand gradually quickens into rambunctious rubbing. The paint above your head is definitely thinning. Diana, now's not the time for that. Do you have info on the current situation? Yep, we received intel of the Babylonian reinforcements leaving the base and rushed over. Now, we're ready to recover the lost territory. What were you guys doing before? We were conducting guerrilla warfare. The enemy has us outnumbered, so we have to resort to picking off the enemies trying to attack the main base. Boss, Rosetta, you hear me? Oh, the Force Guards too. It sure is nice seeing everyone all safe and sound. Looks like Simon has completed his mission. Atia, you are as energetic as ever. So, what's the news? Boss, I want to confirm the status of the region's recovery. We've managed to retake the resource pipeline. What about the hub facilities on your end? Done and done. I knew you'd kill the boss. Now, things can finally get moving. In short, I intend to continue dispersing forces to deal with areas where the enemy's defenses are weakest. Boss, can you rendezvous with us at this position? That place. Yeah, a residential region. It occupies a larger area, so there are several times the bionics defending it. So we've got our work cut out for us, huh? Success. Another fight. Speedster. Yeah, we get to play as Rosetta. Oh ho ho, you can run but you can't hide. We won't lose to you, Babylonian devils. Everyone attack. Buddy up. Swimming by, complete. Supersonic Derek Wahoo. Oh, be back. Tia, I don't think you should be teaching the ARU kids that we're devils. That can't be right, can it? We're just messing around. It's fine. Far away from battle, you see Simon and Atiel frolicking with children. A few armed fishermen are off to the side. Looks like they are the ones living in the residential areas that Simon mentioned. I think Atiel is pretty cute. She kind of reminds me of Gareth from Fake Grand Order. Oh, Rosetta. Rosetta, you're back? Mainly because of the, like her personality kind of does remind me of Gareth, just a bit. Before you introduce yourselves, a child in a thick, downy jacket, wearing a shiny gadget around his neck, notices you and the others. Evan, what was that? Oh, that was Derek's whale song. I recorded it some time ago. Do you like it? Anyway, what brings you here? I came with everyone to live here not long ago. Then those monsters attacked. But since you're here, Rosetta, that means we can go home. I'll have you home in no time. Anyway, who's the egghead? Egghead. That's just how the kids call Polar Soldiers, since it's all round and tubby. This is the Commandant of Grey Raven, remember? Oh, yeah, I remember. Rosetta's reminder seems to have jogged Evan's memory. He immediately tries to shield Rosetta behind him, like a mother hen protecting her chicks. I won't let you go, Rosetta. I didn't mean that. We'll see. All right, calm down. We have to get down to business. Come on, go on and play with the other kids. Just keeps reminding me of the Rosetta Stone, just because of the name Rosetta. Hey, wait up! Before Evan could protest further, a fisherman suddenly lifted Evan and threw him right onto the children's snowpile with expert precision. Sorry for the trouble, you all. Looking the fisherman up and down, you recognize him from before. His expression was much softer now, looking squarely at Rosetta and the other Force Guards. Rosetta, this is what I was talking about earlier. Yeah, Even if there are only a few people, everyone is pointed in the right direction. But regardless of how good it gets, the forest guards are still branded as sinners. Don't salt the wound, Simon. I'm just stating a fact. Keep your hands to yourself. Atiel and Simon walk over, but Atiel is somehow limping as if something's wrong. Where are you hurt? A connection on my foot is probably just on the fritz, but it doesn't matter. I can continue to fight. In short, the remaining forest guards and us Babylonians will set out in 10 minutes and lure the Bionics into battle. Gotcha. That should prevent the base from sustaining any collateral damage. That's what I was thinking. The fishermen also want to join the fray, so we plan on having them protect the rear. Atiel, you and I will protect the rear along with the fishermen. Wait, why won't you let me join the front line, Simon? I'm just a little banged up is all. It's not because of that. You're just needed in the rear. I am taking your injuries into consideration, so after the battle you can return to the base to get fixed up. Afterward, you can rejoin the front line. We'll be responsible for luring the enemy. Simon and the others will support from the rear, correct? Usmani will be in charge of the forest guard. Leave it to me. Glad I can trust you. So, we launch a joint attack like last time, Diana? Yep, we're running together again. No, I can't run anymore. No worries, I've got backup. Backup? And who would that be? Come back, Atiel. Leave the front to the forest guards. But come on up, let's charge. Rosetta looks pretty cool with the centaur model. For making constructs female humans. Well, it's not just females. There's also male constructs. Remember Lee and Roland? They exist. And Kamui, of course. Oh, what the hell? Flashback to when I did the use jump. Oh, W. The bike mission. Hop. Hop. Attack. Jump. Slide. Jump. Attack. Slide. Attack. Jump. There we go. Cool. This is fun. Yeah, you get 2 attacks and one. Cool. All the enemies are eliminated. This is my first time seeing humanoid hybrids up close. Such power. We are not going to stop. The Bionics are talking? Amberia will break away. That reminded me of, what was it, chapter 10, I think? Where you had to be on a bike, chasing after the train and shit. Huh, that was cool. United Nightmare. The name Amberia was heard during the battle. Infinite Runner. It was a perilous battle, but it ended in victory for the Arctic Route Union. Civilians rushed in to see if the residential regions were intact. Simon was also left with the crowd, saying that he needed to look into something with Atiel. leaving only you and the forest guards all lost in contemplation. Who's Amberia? She's the sin born by the forest guard. I originally planned on keeping you out of this, but seeing as the Bionics mentioned her name, I think you should know who we're up against. Before the punishing virus, the ARU was also a prosperous metropolis. Even at the start of the outbreak, it remained untouched, just as life was before. There were no cases in the city. Some people even had no idea what the virus was. Amidst our naivety, the ARU conducted one foolish experiment after another. The ARU applied the construct tech given by the world government to military science. They believed that the punishing virus would soon come to an end, and then the balance of the world would be shuffled anew. To get an edge in the new world, some of the decision makers and engineers decided to create a humanoid hybrid construct by the name of Amberia. Not only a dreadnought on its own, Amberia can also command the bionic series that came with her conception. If I was the Commandant, I'd be pretty upset if they didn't tell me everything about who we were fighting. Yeah, if they knew who it was that we were dealing with, it's interesting why they would just keep that under wraps. But I guess it's because they feel like it's their responsibility and theirs alone. So they don't need to like bring anyone else into it. So who is Amberia? We don't know much about Amberia, only that she was 18 before she became a construct. The ARU wanted Amberia and the Bionics to be their perfect weapons, but they never knew humanoid hybrids could turn out to be such monsters. The Bionics wielded immense power, but the ARU never thought the Amberia would go berserk upon her activation. So they brought us in to fight, didn't they? Originally it was the mission was to come in as reinforcements for the corrupted attacking them. It was only until we got there that we noticed that Rosetta seems to notice that these are not just any ordinary corrupted, from what I understand. The ARU became hell on Earth in an instant. Amberia and her bionics ravaged the land, killing countless people in a sea of fire and brimstone. To contain Amberia, the ARU dispatched an innumerable amount of ships and narwhals like Derek. The sacrifices were countless. Did they win? Yes. Amberia was vaporized in a barrage of explosives, and we lost our signal. The battle was finally over. But the ARU also lost it all. Even before the ravages of the virus, this land was already in ruins because of Amberia. Afterwards, all engineers involved in creating her were either executed or imprisoned for life. As for their family and closest friends, they were branded as sinners. Are you the descendants of those engineers? Some, yes. Some, others, no. Regardless, we are all seen as sinners. But as I said, Amberia should have been killed long ago. But the Bionics just mentioned her name. Amberia must be alive. That's what I was thinking, Commandant. But that would mean we've been fighting the Bionics under her control and mistook them for the Tide this whole time. I can't say for sure about the past Tides, but this one, I think we should confirm this with the captain. Seems pretty harsh to get the engineers. Yeah. I mean, it's because of the engineers that did the whole, created the Bionics and stuff, and made Amberia the way she was. It's because of them that their entire like city nation got like leveled. Got completely just leveled. But to even brand their descendants who by birth had nothing to do with it is a bit extreme. Kind of reminds me of Bloodborne. Curse the fiends, their children too, and their children forever true. Just going to let the programmers go. I'm pretty sure it's just not only the engineers, but pretty much anyone involved in it, not just the engineers. Past. Emberia was supposed to be destroyed long ago. After questioning the captain, he finally explained what happened in the past. What's the meaning of this? Why did they mention Emberia's name? Oh, you think I'm playing her like a puppet? Are you not? I can only influence her dreams. I can't control her directly. Then what's the deal with the bionics? I only said I'd give you a chance, not work with you as an equal. If you want me to uphold my end of the promise, you'd better go harder at it, dear. You. Seems like you really want out, Emberia, don't you? You people. What are you trying to get out of me? After ensuring the safety of the area, you and Rosetta went over to the Captain Stason. According to Rosetta's proposal, and asked him about Emberia. 3 question marks. You gotta keep it a mystery. You had expected some clues or answers, but the result was unexpected. Upon hearing Emberia's name, Stason immediately dismissed the guards with an apprehensive expression on his face. He must know something. You can't possibly know about Emberia, can you? Atiel could not help but lose her temper over Stason's inane muttering. She stomps forth and grabs his collar. Hey, stop, Atiel. He's on our side. Atiel lets go, but gives Stason, I keep going between Stason and Stason, a piercing glare. So what is it? Is Emberia still alive? Do we need to know everything that's going on? What's the point? It's not like you can do anything about it. This will just be like the previous tides. It'll come to an end soon. Ugh. So she really is alive then. Sassen's broken mumblings confirm the suspicions within your heart. Tell me, Captain, why did you try to cover it up? Where is she now? How can you tolerate this? Even Diana lets out her anger. The name Emberia is evidently a monument in the heart of the Forest Guard. I wasn't trying to cover it up. No, I never did. What? It was the previous captain and the ones before. They did that. Every new captain is ordered to keep it a secret. If I had known this from the beginning, I would never have tried to be one. Like a crumbling tower, Stassen grabs and pulls at his hair, shrieking angrily at you and the others. Then, can you tell us the truth? Ugh, why did it turn out like this? No, forget it. I don't care anymore. You want to know the truth? I'll tell you the truth. But you better not tell anyone else. The room falls into silence. Stassen begins spinning out everything he knows. I don't know exactly how, but the ARU used a code to suppress Emberia. Code? So some kind of preset authentication? Something like that. Anyway, the leaders in control of the code put Emberia into a deep sleep. They then sealed her and the bionics away somewhere in this tundra. First things first, though. I don't know where either. How can you not know? You're not messing with us, are you? I really don't. All I heard from the previous captain was that Emberia's nightmares are what's controlling the tide. And the nightmares are disturbing her mind, because the linked bionics, causing the linked bionics to attack people on the surface. That's what should be the case this time around as well. The bionics also mentioned Emberia, yeah? When her nightmare ends, she will return to her deep slumber. That will put the bionics to rest. That doesn't seem likely. Why? But before that, I need to confirm something, boss. Did you see bionics carrying away energy tanks before our rendezvous? Yeah. What do you think they're planning? Hi, Sky. Hi. Hello. They must be trying to activate some sort of special machine. Wait, you don't mean they're hauling the energy tanks to Emberia? Not much else they'd need so many energy tanks for, I'm afraid. Looks like Sleeping Beauty is about to wake up. No, that can't be. If she awakens, there's no way we can defeat her. She must be trying to get revenge on the ARU. The pace of Stassen's speech quickens, growing more erratic by the second. He tries to scamper for the shipyard, but is blocked off by Rosetta. We'll have to fight to see if we win or lose. But for now, we still have a way out. The code. Do you really not have any idea about it? You might find something in the research lab. I'm sure you forest guards are familiar with it. The lab used to make constructs. I don't know what's in there, but you should hurry. If you can find the code, we can put Emberia back to sleep again. Whether she's back or not, as long as we have the code, we will always have the upper hand. Huh. Well then, let's search for the code. We think alike. Thanks for enjoying my music, Sky. Appreciate it. With the information from the captain, everyone hurried to the special research lab used to create and research humanoid hybrid constructs. I can't believe the Emberia that brought destruction upon the ARU still lives. Whoa, what the hell is this? I don't know that currency. But thank you for the thank you for the super chat. That was unexpected. Thank you very much. I'll give that a like. And I'll send a heart too. Oh, it's almost $1. Thank you so much. Wow. That's very nice of you. You didn't have to do that, but thank you. I appreciate it. I've never seen that currency before. What is that currency? IDR. According to that captain, that means the prosecutor engineers and so on were basically all scapegoats. While the others in the know, the ones that decided to hide Emberia, they all got off scot-free and kept this a secret until now. First? No, it's not my first. I think that's probably like my third or fourth one ever from streaming, I think. Just so you know, like, I don't have these streams like monetized at all, because like even if I did, it wouldn't really do anything for me. But I do have like donations on if anyone wants to feel like a little generous. So it is a surprise, and it is nice to see, no matter what amount it is. Oh, Indonesia. Oh, what was it again? I don't. Wait, hang on. There was another like Indonesian like viewer that taught me something. Hang on. Oh, they taught me Selamat Pagi, which means good morning. Okay. If you're from Indonesia, then it should be morning for you. So Selamat Pagi. Yeah, Selamat Pagi. Wi-Fi music is calming, made me remember a lovely past. Well, that's good to hear. While getting ready for the lab expedition, Simon has been meticulously analyzing the available information. Diana is silent, her eyes glazing off into the distance. Commandant, when we have the time, let me perform maintenance on your polar soldier. You're not checking on Diana? To the forest guards, this place is the beginning and the end. There's no need to worry about Diana. She can handle herself. With that, Rosetta deactivates her levitation modules and half kneels in the snow. She carefully goes through the joints and welded plates laboriously, leaving not a single scratch unchecked. You sure are amazing, Rosetta. Not only can you fight, but you're also quite the skilled mechanic. What can I say? I'm just trying my best. We're all trying our best. All of us. It's more than that. You must be real talented. Me, I can't even hold a candle to you. I'm just trying my best. I always run into trouble, so I gotta make sure I'm prepared for anything. Hang on a second. Okay. With the preparations complete, you continue on until you reach the front gate of the research lab. It's not that much, actually. Thank you again for another one. You don't have to keep sending me. You don't have to keep donating. You really don't have to. It's not a lot. Yeah, it's fine. I do appreciate it, though. It doesn't matter if it's like $1 or even like 10 cents. It doesn't matter. It's all about the sentiment behind it. But you don't have to. You don't have to do that. It's nice of you to do, but you don't have to. Thank you again, though. I'll give it a like and a little heart. With the preparations complete, you continue on until you reach the front gate of the research lab. You see a dilapidated gate before you. The wall is covered in varying degrees of damage. Looking through some of the busted windows, you see the vacant interior. Oops. The building appears to be on the verge of collapse. What's going on here? Why are there bionics here? You expected some stray bionics, but not a situation like the one before your eyes. Roar. Bionics are tunneling in and out of the unguarded building, emptying it of research equipment and parts. Sadly, I can't watch long enough. I shall take my leave. Yeah, no problem, Sky. Thank you for coming by, and thank you for the 2 super chats. We appreciate it. I hope you have a great rest of your day. All right? Have a good rest of your day. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Can I have permission using your song to an edit? Yeah, as long as it's not like a commercial thing. As long as you're just doing it for like maybe like a school project or something. Yeah, that's fine. But just be sure to leave credits like for my music, all right? Like be sure to say something like, "Oh, this song is by Zeraphym," and all that stuff. Just be sure to do that. Thanks, no problem. Again, just be sure to leave credits, music credits to me, okay? Stop them. Are they looking for the code too? If so, their actions before don't make much sense. Forget it. We don't have time for this. Boss, we gotta stop them. Diana, there's gotta be some roadblock devices nearby. Yeah, we can activate them, and it should stop the bionics in their tracks. But it looks like some of them already ran into the research lab. Leave them to me and Diana. They can't outrun us, Commandant. Think you can handle activating the roadblocks? Do you know where it's located? If I remember correctly, they should be deployed around several locations with natural obstacles. Roar! Bionics are charging into the building. Let's get moving, Commandant. Let's go. Roger. Strawberries. Oh, what the hell? Can we just leave it to the forest guards? Should we also go inside to secure the code? Before that, we must make sure that we won't be surrounded by the enemies. Boss, the roadblock device is just nearby. Let's find it. Cool, we're playing as the Polars. We're playing as Commandant, technically. Oh, it's pretty easy to set up. Wait, Simon, don't touch it. What? Uh-oh. It's a bit hard to control here. Ooh. I got tons of health, it's okay. This thing was made to be underwater, so it's quite sturdy. If this thing can withstand like water pressure, it can withstand this. I'm way too money conscious to ever donate unless I have free money aside somewhere. It's not like you're obligated to do so, you know, to donate. It's fine. You don't have to. Like me, sometimes I watch streams here and there, but I rarely ever donate. I think in my entire lifetime of being on YouTube and stuff and watching live streams of other people, I've only ever donated once. Oh, I didn't read what he said. Something. Rest is in the Forest Guard's hands. I didn't read the rest. Roar! Your path ends here. Diana, let's stop them. Roger. Ow! They bunny punched me. It's raining in this snowy area. Whew. You're the first stream I've watched till the end and consistently. Really? I feel a little flattered. I feel a bit flattered. Looks like it's a success. Let's go inside the research building now. Wait up, Atiel. Time's money. We need to find what the code is ASAP. It is flattering when someone says something about me like that when it comes to streaming. It is a bit flattering. Codes. After defeating the bionics near the research building, the team finally found the codes and the data of humanoid hybrids. Hey Simon, by the looks of the stuff here, I think we made it to the database room. Hang on. Let me have a look while I have a munch on some fruit here. Hang on. Hey Diana, are you familiar with this system? Only just a thing or two. I'll give you a hand too. After securing the server room in the research lab, Simon immediately sets about looking for intel on Amberia. Not technologically inclined and unable to help, Rosetta's in the room lost in thought. What's on your mind? I was just thinking about how many forest guards were born here. I may be labeled a sinner all the same, but I don't carry the same weight as Diana and the others. I was modeled because of other reasons. After I was reborn, I've been fighting ever since. After all this fighting, I may have gotten stronger, but I still can't change my misfortune. And when I met you in Alpha, I really thought that was the end. But I survived. And then I had to face Alpha again, which was back in the Kowloon chapter. Then this time, I thought it would be just a few more minor skirmishes. Who would have thought? Now we're up against that Amberia in the Legends. Looks like we're all unlucky. Of course, I by no means think I'm special. I'm just used to it at all. But enough about me. We can solve this once and for all, then the forest guards can finally rest at ease. But we can't tell anyone about Amberia, can we? It doesn't matter. What matters is that we put the past to rest. In fact, many people in the ARU think that the tide is just a ruse by the Forest Guard to ensure status. They're always afraid that we will become the next Amberia. They've always been in fear that another Amberia will rise in the ARU. Fearing, even with that master code they programmed us with, the code to make us listen to their commands. But none of the Forest Guards wishes for revenge. Amid torrential snow and wind, the Forest Guard's honor stands strong. This is an old saying among the Forest Guard. Well, I guess the Forest Guard aren't exactly that old. So, why did they turn you into constructs? If they fear the power of humanoid hybrids, then why would they continue making them? There wasn't a choice. The punishing virus poses a terrifying threat. Corrupted invasions are rare for the ARU, but not non-existent. We're far from safe. You could use ordinary machines to deal with the tide. If you can't defeat them, you can always just run. After all, the tide will eventually recede. That, however, is not an option for the corrupted. So there's no choice but to use constructs. You're walking a fine line. Then how do you stop humanoid hybrid frames from going berserk? As long as the frames are made more human-like, it'll be fine, or so I've heard. But I'm afraid only the higher-ups know the technical details. The Arctic Route Union has been and is still trapped in the nightmare known as Amberia. Everyone has lost hope. If we really can get rid of Amberia, the Forest Guards and the ARU as a whole can start looking toward the future. Commandant, sorry for asking you this right now, but will you help us bring an end to the nightmare that plagues this land? Of course. Thank you. Everyone, I found files on Amberia. After searching for some time, Simon jumps in and interrupts your conversation. He points to some records on the screen showing Amberia's true form. Can you still color a humanoid hybrid? Your eyes are immediately taken by a figure with a tar black mass for a lower body on the screen. Your skin crawls at the sight of her almost insectile hands and deconstructional mechanisms. A giant woman is connected to the front of the black lower body. You roughly make out that this is a humanoid structure left to synchronize the mind. Yet, even this humanoid figure does not invoke relief. The bundles of installments and devices jutting out of her only serve to enhance its uncanniness. This is too much. Even if she never went berserk because of some bug, to see yourself become such a monstrosity, you would definitely go mad. The chamber remains silent, but the same thought lingers in everyone's mind. As long as the frames are made more human-like, huh? But they've turned Amberia into a monster. Reading through the data, you learn that the Forest Guard's construct framework is a subsidiary form of the technology used to create Amberia, only intentionally downgraded. Anyway, the most important information is on the next page. Simon could barely maintain composure at the grotesque figure on the screen. With an already pale face, he stifles his urge to vomit and scrolls to the next entry. Security entry 618 code. Here is a detailed account of Amberia's control system configuration. The final entry outlined the specifics on what exactly her code entailed. The obsolete bionic series, Derek. Its voice is the code. And Evan has the recording of Derek. The code is Derek's voice. Everyone finds their mouth agape, except Simon, who, without a single clue, is waiting for someone's explanation. Roar! A sudden roar of the bionics removes the room out of its reverie. Immediately following the roar, tremors from fracturing glaciers cause the room to tremble. Tremble. Return to the base now. Yeah, let's rush back and protect the others. Evan's got the recording of Derek, so we can just use that recording. Inver Narwhal. Let me have a few more bites of my fruit here. My little fruit bowl. Delicious. Alright, mission start. Oh, 1 unit only. Okay. If it's only 1 unit.
私の動きをしっかり見て、きちんと合わせなさい。
Dun, dun, dun. Good thing we rendezvoused in time. Quickly, escort the civilians to the safe zone. Everyone else, keep an eye on the bionics. Damn cannon slinger, get your asses over here. The base is in turmoil. One group of humans is engaging with the bionics approaching the base, while another is hastily preparing for the next wave of attacks. I'm sorry, I don't feel so. Simon, neither a construct nor piloting a polar soldier, had no choice but to hitch a ride on Diana. Upon reaching the base, Simon could no longer hold his grip and tumbles off of Diana, rolling onto the ground. Didn't you go through training in Babylonia? Now's not the time for that. Are you okay? Whew, I just need a quick breather. Before he could finish, he signals for an open path and scurries behind the shade. By the look of things, he's likely going to be out of action for some time. Simon's always like this. I'll go after him. I'll go look after him. The code. Did you guys find it? Captain Stason pushes his way from out of the crowd. Handing over the command to one of his subordinates, he begins to shake Attio vigorously. Derek's voice is the code. Derek, you mean that mechanical narwhal? Wait, why is that mechanical narwhal's voice the code? They're using a voice to control Iberia? I can't tell what they were thinking either, but I'm afraid it's true. Derek's voice is specifically designed to resonate with the frequency of humanoid hybrid minds. How is that possible? You must know what I mean, Commandant. You saw it firsthand. Our last time in the ARU. Yeah, Derek's voice was the main reason I wasn't taken by the virus. I didn't realize at the time, but looking back, Derek may be the key to everything. Now that you mention it, even though Derek swims all over the world, he always returns at a specific time. The ebb and flow of the tide. You mean that narwhal is the key to putting Iberia to rest? Looks like it. Where is Derek now? Who knows where that blasted narwhal is? Derek might be malfunctioning. The reason being... Alpha. That must be it. Alpha had her eyes on Derek during her last visit, and in trying to tame him, she must have caused the system malfunction. Then what do we do? No Derek, no code. Evan has the code. Why Evan? Diana suddenly recalls the last time she saw Evan. Supersonic Derek, wahoo! That's definitely Derek's voice. Wait, where's Evan? Wah! Before you can react, Evan has already fallen to the ground. A familiar female construct has snatched the voice player around his neck, radiating a terrifying smile on her face. Attio? Shoot grapple at her. You pilot the polar soldier to attack Attio. The grappling hook attaches Attio's torso, causing vital fluid to spray out. Or scratches, I mean. Ugh, damn it. The terrain, however, makes the attack ineffectual, giving Attio an opportunity to escape and run the other way. Rosetta activates her light wings and flies into the air. Catch her, Commandant! God damn it, Attio. Evan, are you okay? I'm alright, but the recording, I tried so hard to catch it on tape. We'll get it back. Commandant Rosetta is already ahead, let's follow her. Ow, ow. Okay, I'm getting hit by everything, cool. Out of my way, Bionics. Roar. Them Bio's gonna be going at it full force. I set up the defense immediately. Everyone get your weapons ready. Hey you, boss guy. Take the force guards and go after that Babylonian traitor. Damn it. Some reinforcement she is. What even is she trying to do? It's probably something to do with Iberia. Oh, we're switching. Ooh. Ah, cool. That's the right button. There we go. Rosetta, we're here. I went ahead of them again. Roar. More bionics are coming. Commandant Diana, we need to gather and break through. Oh, nice. Laser beam. Nice. You're going after Atiel, aren't you? I'll manage the other constructs, but you need to take care of Atiel and Amberia. Cool. Oh, we're like halfway. It's 50%, 56% in normal mode. Oh, it's actually a lot shorter than I thought it'd be. Grand Blue took a lot longer. Do we have to do this solo, or do we... Oh, nice. We can go full. Found our tracks. Over here. The attack may have failed, but you managed to place a tracker on Atiel. Leaking vital fluid and broken construct parts are visibly scattered on the white snow. Leaving the battle, the Forest Guard have dispersed, trying to track Atiel's whereabouts. Her tracks end here. After tracking her for a short while, however, her trails end abruptly. Looks like we found our place. I think so too, but everything looks the same here. How are you going to find her? Up ahead, I think. Following the tip of Rosetta's spear, you see a building that you never noticed in the snow before. What could that place be? I don't know, Commandant. But this likely has something to do with Atiel. Let's go. Alright everyone, after Commandant. This hole leads directly to the underground. Let's keep moving. Lobby is just spinning around. Commandant, there's something not far ahead. It's the Bionics. Brace yourself for battle. Roar. Oh shit, that got me? Dark Tide. Nice. Oh, there's a bunch of pods over there. There's a lot of tech. It's a dead end. Atiel isn't here either, but she must have been here. Let's check the nearby terminals. Oh, this one. When you find the road. Yeah, let's go back to searching. Can I pick this one? I want to go back to searching. You found an abandoned note. Someone scribbled 3 of a kind. 3 + 1 + 1. 3 of a kind. Abandoned note. Straight flush is a 5. Okay. Two pairs is 2, 2, 1. Okay, whoops. Can I not? There we go. Full house is 3 plus 2. 4 of a kind is 4 plus 1. New options have been unlocked. Let's go with that one. Yes. Stealth operation. Orico is full of straight lines. No way I'd lose to West on this. Let me prove that the Dodge van will rule Orico. Tap the Dodge button to get a password. Sort the passwords by pinging orbs. Tap the attack button to return to the menu. Oh boy, this is a bit confusing. I need to read the memos again. I thought I'd be able to remember. Isn't the straight one, isn't straight 221? Or, hang on. Straight lines. Vehicles. Oh. 221 was pairs, oh. Wait, what was the point of going through those notes if it had nothing to do with this terminal? That's interesting. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Whatever. Family photo. Balcony. Actually, it doesn't seem like it has anything to do. It doesn't seem like it has anything to do with it. That's weird. Three dishes. Bookshelf. Based on the tip, this... Oh, I didn't read what Rosetta was talking about. 5-card stud. Okay, the password code... Oh, okay. I could either do the authentication card or the password stuff. And Rosetta helps you with the password. I didn't realize. I didn't realize she would help you with the password. Five-card stud. Straight flush. That counts, right? Unlock failed. Uh-oh. I thought it was right, but I guess not. I don't remember what the card stuff were. So where's the bookshelf thing? Oh, Oh, whoops. Whatever. Hope maybe we can find a new way. What even is going on with this place? There's no point to overthink. Commandant, let's keep going.
やっと終わった。
I mean, we got it done at least. And I don't play poker either, so I wouldn't fucking know. Frozen battlefield. Can't believe there's such a large cave here. Walking into the entrance, everyone arrives at a strange underground world. There's a production line over there. That must be where our enemies came. That must be the where our enemies came from. No wonder the numbers don't match up. That doesn't make sense though. Why would such a large cave go undiscovered for this long? Must be some sort of interference. Look up there, the strange lights. They must be some sort of signal chamber. They'd put so much effort into burying their past mistakes and building this military base instead of trying to rebuild the ARU. Because they had war in mind. Yeah. The captain said that Amberia and the Bionics were built for war from the start. From the looks of this cave, you can see the true intent of the ARU's leadership. They never swayed from their belief that war was the final solution. Oh, how very deep and all, Forest Guards. Ah, it was many of you as well. Who's there? Well, well. An unfamiliar female voice warbles through the air, nauseous and muffled like noise. Self-intros are so annoying. But I guess I'll still go through with it. My name is Lamia, an Ascendant. First Alpha, now Lamia. Do you Ascendants think you can stroll in and out of the ARU just as you please? Well, we just needed something here. That's all. Where is Atiel? Oh, come on, little pumpkin. You know the answer. Which means you have Atiel. I'm only here for Amberia. We've got enough juice, so after she's fully charged, we can make her go beep boop with the code and voila. Then Amberia will be under my control. After which... Can't you just use the virus to control it? You're just telling us that? I'm not trying to tell you. You're the brutes who barged in on me talking to myself. Lamia cuts the broadcast. Bionics begin pouring out the dark recesses of the cavern. Erg. Wait, these bionics. They've been corrupted. Corrupted and Ascendants. Is that Lamia trying to turn the ARU into Kalong? We're here to prevent that from happening. Let's break through their forces and continue downward, Commandant. As you are about to move, the ice cave begins to rumble. It's a trap? Uh-oh. Speaking of Lamia. Little pumpkin. Yep. Ain't she just precious? The trap just sent Rosetta and others to the lower level. We need to get down there. Ah? Hey, McLoves. Oh. Quick, Lamia, go after Lamia. Follow, bro. What's up, bro? Or. Oh, they're dead. Oh, it's over here. Lamia best girl. This might help. Roar. Or not. Okay. We're just wasting time here fighting. Diana, are you alright? It's Rosetta's voice. Rosetta!
やっと終わった。
I just had to get a screenshot of that Lamia. Of Lamia there. Hang on. Gotta save that screenshot. Babel is nuts? Too hard? Oh, you're... Hang on. You mean in Cradle Parade? This one, Babel Tower? Are you talking about this? I haven't really done it. I've only done it like once. Yeah, I've only done it once. Into the homework folder it goes. But yeah, out of everything here, Babel Tower is the only one I haven't like fully finished. I've done this one, the Catilla fight. It was a pain in the ass, but I got it done. But yeah. It's hard. Cool, but difficult. Hard. Yeah. That's how this game is. It looks really cool, but man, it really does test your skill. And that's one of the nice things about this game too. It's not your typical, it's not like one of those other gacha games where it's like you pay to win and shit. This game is 100% skill based. Like it's 100% skill. It doesn't matter like it doesn't matter how much money you put into it. It is 100% skill. Sometimes you get angry. Oh, yeah. Sometimes I get frustrated too. My pay to win friends suffer a little. Yeah. Whether you're free to play or pay to win in this game, it's all skill. It's all skill. It's like, you know, it's like the same level of difficulty for like playing a Souls game, except this one's just a lot more fast paced, like way more fast paced. Rosetta Uzbeni, are you okay? During the battle, the trap in the underground base suddenly activated, completely isolating the upper and lower layers. Are you guys all right? There's a few injured, but what about you? After curtly reassuring Diana of you and her safety, Rosetta begins scanning around. The ones separated on the upper layer seem to be trying to find their way here. I'm mostly a cheat to win. Sometimes when I play like Elden Ring, back when I played like Elden Ring, Bloodborne, Dark Souls 3, and Dark Souls Remastered and stuff, sometimes when I get too frustrated on a boss and I'm stuck on that boss for like an hour, I'm like, oh, screw it, I'm just gonna cheese my way through this. Because I don't know about you, but when it comes to games like Dark Souls and whatnot, I'm playing to complete it. I'm playing to finish the game. I don't play for challenge. Diana, go back and support the ARU's front line. Huh? How could I abandon you and Uzbeni? Amberia and an Ascendant are here. I can't let you fight them alone. Just fun to play around with enemies. Yeah. You said it. Uzbeni and I. I'm not alone. Leave Amberia to us. Well, if Uzbeni says so. Alright, it's been decided. Amberia must be down there. Go and find a way to stop her. Simply killed the DLC. I'm guessing you mean Radon with bugs. Because the frustration went beyond. And that's completely okay. If you're someone who gets frustrated with a boss fight, it's completely okay to use things like bleed or magic or summons even. It's completely okay. After all, you're playing to have fun and clear the game. You're not playing for mainly just the challenge. If you're someone that wants to play for the challenge, then by all means, you don't have to do summons or anything. But If you're going to be stuck there for like 2 hours fighting the same boss over and over and over because you just can't beat it, then that's kind of just on you. Diana, hurry back to the front line. Tell everyone about the Ascendant and Amberia. Make sure they're ready for the punishing virus. Roger that. Please look after Rosetta, Isabeni. Like when I played Elden Ring and I went against Melania and stuff, I always used a summon. I didn't give a shit. I didn't care at all. I used summons and I don't even give a damn. I wanted to beat her. That's all I cared about. We'll win for sure. Yep, you heard the commandant. Diana's clip clops withdraw from the cave with the other forest guards. Rosetta clenches her weapon. A player's skill can only get so good. Yeah. There are people who are like insane at the game and like Elden Ring, and of course this game too. I've seen videos myself. People can be really insane. But just because they can do it doesn't mean like you can easily do that too. It can take a while to get as good as them. Me, I don't care. I don't care about trying to improve myself all that much. If I want to finish a fight, I will finish the fight any way possible. I'm not the kind of person that wants to sit there for like an hour fighting the same enemy over and over. Need to try Babel? I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe. Let's get going, Commandant. The rewards are tempting, though. Commandant, we are quite far down. There are also more bionics. Better take caution from now on. I like that they're in the models of like animals. It's Helheim. I'll handle the combat, Commandant. There's a game mode where you can increase the difficulty yourself. Oh boy. Yeah, I did try Babel a little bit. Just for a little. I knew they would be corrupted. This place is probably all ready. Library of Babel. No, I did not know. Holds every single random character that can exist. Oh, that's interesting. Within the store, we should find Amberia. Three-quarters of the way there. Another battlefield. Amberia. Amberia, just like the records. No, even more terrifying. The grotesque form of Amberia in person is the direct embodiment of her terrifying image in the past tales. Oh, you screamed your way in here after all. How troublesome. Where is Atiel? Atiel? Is she not standing right before you? Atiel, are you done yet? Lamia sighs and raises her head, staring at Amberia beside her. Not yet. I still need more power. Commandant, that voice. She's... Atiel. Though intermittent and garbled, it is undoubtedly Atiel's voice. When would Amberia sound like Atiel? And did Amberia already wake up? Ew, so many questions at once. But no matter. I'm just going through with my end of the agreement with Atiel. Agreement? She'll find me a way to control Amberia without the punishing virus, and I'll ensure her safety so she could exact revenge on the ARU. Revenge? Atiel, why? I should be asking you forest guards instead. Why are you helping the ARU? You have suffered such injustice, and were even called sinners. Why? Why do you still stand by these scum of the earth? What reason do you have to protect them? That shouldn't concern you. Aren't you a construct from Babylonia? I am a deserter of the ARU. A sinner. Like that forest guard Diana, I am a descendant of those researchers in the past. So is that why you're familiar with that lab? Sharp eye, huh, Usabeni? Had I not done that, Lamia would have acquired the code first. And I'd have lost my bargaining chip. I thought you were in the lunar chapter? Yeah, but I want to go through the extra story before going back to main. I still remember what happened then. Angry mobs of people rushed into my home, tied me up, and sent me to that dreadful building. Screams of agony could be heard day and night. Several of us managed to steal weapons from the guards. We thought we could find some small boat on the shore to escape on. In the end, I was the only one left. Everyone else was caught during their escape. I didn't dare look back. I abandoned all of them, and I got out. But when I finally found freedom, I learned that something called the punishing virus is destroying the world. In order to live, I had no choice but to become a construct. And I fought, carefully, trying to stay alive in my operations, until I finally managed to seize this chance. The chance to return to this hellhole for vengeance. Without the ARU, I no longer have to live in fear. If I can destroy them, the Ascendants will protect me. I want to live, no matter what. Atiel, you're also. Many of those people are innocent. So what? Even I was innocent. Who's ever helped me? Oh, her mind integration has entered the next stage. Good. Atiel, I will now use the code to activate your frame. You will be able to control all of the bionics through your mind to destroy the ARU. Lamia whips out a recorder, the one that was hanging on Evan's neck, and installs it in a voice-amplifying device. Stop her, Rosetta. Roger. Rosetta immediately launches an attack. A shockwave from the head of her spear gushes through the air directly at Lamia. Is that all you got? It faced right through her? The voice. Unstoppably, Derek's voice reverberates throughout the room. As if heeding the call, the nearby energy transmission pipes begin to glow. Atiel, turn these two into mush. I'll go outside and enjoy the ARU versus Bionics finale. Just the thought of a creator being destroyed by their creation sure is exciting. Hee hee hee. You, Lamia. Let's stop Amberia first. You're right, Commandant. Quality voice acting. Alright, I got experience with this boss, kind of. A little bit. I will destroy you two. I will live on. Atiel. pipes are compressing the energy and pumping it to Amberia. Commandant, let's destroy the energy tanks first. Oh, a bunny came out of it. Squid. It's just called Squid. This boss was remade for PPC. It's a cool boss. I've fought it a number of times before. It's a pretty cool boss. Amberia. Ow. Ow. If you want to see a video there, just search for Amberia remake. I'll check it out, yeah. I'll definitely check it out. She's awake? Wait, no. I am at Amberia. What's this? Man, they did such a good job with Lamia, man. With their animations and design as a playable character. I love it. Lamia looks so good. Only one unit. Eek. Here, I'll just, you know what? I'll play as Lamia. Lamia is very good. Yeah, I like her. Cradle Parade chapter was really good too. Gather up and defend. Keep an eye on your companions. Zone 2, switch places with Zone 4. Move. Roar. Shields up. On the snowy field, the Bionics exchange blows with the ARU. The ravaged beasts charge incessantly in an attempt to rip apart the joint army of Babylonia and the ARU. However, the ARU remains unbroken. On the contrary, their forces became more united under Simon's command. Everyone is fighting as one. Even though Simon's tactical decisions are old-fashioned in Babylonia terms, they proved highly effective against the scattered Bionics. Good, good. Looks like our side will be victorious if we keep this up. I wouldn't be so optimistic. Huh? Why? The drawn-out battle will exhaust the meat and bones ARU members, and the constructs from Babylonia can't keep up for long due to mind exhaustion from battle. If only I were as good at mind calibration like Boss. Simon's pace of speech and breath quickens hastily as he speaks. What do you mean by this? In short, our fate is in the hands of Boss, and... Sorry, Captain. My stomach is disagreeing with me. Oi, what the hell? Why are you vomiting all of a sudden? Damn it. Commandant Simon, your orders. Commandant Simon. Damn it. Damn it. I'll take the helm. All hands, get ready to fight like you've never. Cough. Ugh. Ah. The tremors grow within the chamber as the energy transfer continues. Ugh, my mind. Rosetta falls and kneels uncontrollably with Atiel's anguished scream. Her light wings deactivate, and her weapons slink out of her hand, landing on the floor with a series of metallic clinks. I'm not as enthusiastic with the VA work here. Specifically when it comes to the screaming and yelling. I also don't want to be loud. Amberia's lower body, already charged, launches a chaotic flurry of attacks. She shoots at random, but is unusually effective at suppressing you and Rosetta. Rosetta, is your mind okay? No. Amberia has forcefully linked with my mind. The pain. Ugh. Ugh. She's so in pain. Ugh. The energy pipeline seems to be practically writhing, speeding up energy transfer. Rosetta finally stands, lifting herself up with the back of your mech. Commandant, this doesn't look good. Remember on the files? Our roots also trace back to Amberia. I feel weak all over. Can you try to remote link and dive into my mind? Do you need help recalibrating your mind? No, something more crucial than that. It would make constructs feel pain. Actually, there's actually a lore reason behind that. The reason why they allow constructs to have pain receptors is so it keeps their mind stable. Because if they turn off their pain receptors, their minds might destabilize and they'll go crazy. That's why. So it works. With that, Rosetta unfolds her light wings once more and she grips the handle of her spear with her two still functional fingers. Commandant, since Amberia is now linked with my mind, you can use it as a proxy to hop into hers. Then you can use this, the code I just managed to steal. Rosetta shows you Evan's voice recorder. She somehow retrieved it in the mayhem just now. We'll put Amberia back to sleep? Yeah, that might sever her link to the bionics and end the war outside. Commandant. Ugh. Amberia launches a sudden barrage at you. Rosetta arduously blocks it with her shield. More importantly, if her mind is weakened, I can stand a chance against her. Amberia's energy pellets land on Rosetta's shield and dissipates into an icy sheet of fog. Rosetta turns her head at you in pain. By the look in her eyes, you could see that she is determined to win. Win, Rosetta. Please hurry. I don't know how much longer my mind can take it. Connection initiated. Into the mind. Virtual avatar, Rosetta. Mind contamination increasing. The punishing virus. How terrifying. But can it be more terrifying than my illness? Oh, interesting. Fighting Rosetta boss again. I'm actually having an easier time with this. I actually kind of like that plot point with the constructs and their mind. I kind of like that. It's a valid reason as to why they can feel pain. I understand it. I kind of like it. It's to keep them sane. It allows them to feel like they're human again. Can we be cured? I tried so hard, but it still didn't work out. Go away, I didn't want to leave you behind. I think of you every day. Does it make sense because they have to get used to their new bodies, and if something is not working like a normal way, they would go crazy. Yep. This voice. Derek? Where am I going? Oh, right. I must fight. Woohoo! What a dodge! Man, I suck at the combat in this game, but it's still so much fun. Huh? I would honestly take the risk to not feel the pain. Then you'll end up becoming. Corrupted. You'll end up losing your sense of self. This feeling, and I can see you right next to me. I see. The real me must be fighting outside. Well, I shall step aside then. Let us bring victory home. Commandant. What was remade was the Iron Boss fight. Oh, okay. I see. It was Iron Maiden. That got remade? Is it when Iron Maiden shows like their upper body? Isn't Iron Maiden supposed to be like Tifa or something? Oh, okay, then I've seen it before, yeah. Then I've seen it, yeah. I fought it in Phantom Pain Cage. The Unlucky. In the surreal projection of mind space, you see another Emberia. The real Emberia. Guided by the narwhal's voice, you see the true master of the bionics, Emberia, in the deepest recesses of her mind, festered by nightmares. Who is it? You're not Derek? Who are you? Dude, I love this design for Emberia. This looks crazy cool. I love the like the hair or veil on them. And in the silhouette you can see like cables. And then you see that there's like blades through her arms here or whatever. It's really cool. And then the blindfold, and underneath you see these like little like black lines coming out from her eyes. It's really cool. Has the advanced version, which is normal, and then the PPC version. Yeah, Phantom Pain Cage. Yeah, I've fought it on the highest difficulty. I fought them. I cleared it, but it was a bit rough. It was a bit tough. Yes, cool looks. Very cool. Unfortunately, I must take my leave to get ready for work tomorrow. See you guys. All right, thanks for coming by Gaming Watch, man. Have a good rest of your night. Sleep, rest well, and good luck with work tomorrow. Thank you for coming by. Explain. Usabeni, Commandant from Babylonia. I know why you are here, but I must decline your request. I won't stop the bionics, and I won't sleep again. I don't want to dream anymore. I'm going outside. I'm going to open my eyes and escape from this place. If you promise not to hurt anyone else, hurt others. No, I never wanted to hurt anyone. I just want the ones that hurt me gone. You do the same in my shoes. I'm going to eliminate the ARU and everything that stands in my way. That way, I won't be imprisoned in this ice cave ever again. I don't want anyone to call me a monster ever again. So, as long as you have the code, Usabeni, I will never let you leave this place. I mean, fair. It is pretty messed up what they did to her, but... Ugh, where am I? I was like, Commandant succeeded. The pain in my mind is easing. During Rosetta's defensive bout, she suddenly finds a massive weight lifted from her mind. A glance at the Polish soldiers, silent in the rear, tells her that Usabeni has entered the depths of Emberia's mind. How did you squirm out of my hold? Wait, why is my frame so slow? Thank the Commandant. Also, weren't you just in misery as well? That was just pain caused by my mind. Caused by mind integration. Once it is complete, Amberia will no longer exist, and I can perfectly control this frame. Then you'll become the monster in Amberia's stead, won't you? I am not a monster. Verbal and armed exchanges fly in the air. With Amberia's mind integration paused, Rosetta can finally make use of her lightning's fast speed and destructive power to gain an upper hand. If you're not a monster, why do you want to become Amberia and destroy your home? Take a look at yourself. Why would you protect those bastards? Because I love this snowland, the feeling of snow beneath my feet. I want to feel proud of this place. What? I've always believed in that the ARU can change. I thought I could find this change through the outside world. But when I got out, I realized we ourselves have to be the change we want to see. Putting the past to rest, to prevent another tragedy like you and me, that is my answer. Rosetta throws a thrust at Amberia's upper body, but before it can connect, Atiel regains control of her frame and swipes Rosetta away. How unlucky. Rosetta is knocked to the ground. Her light wings have softened the impact, but she still crashes into an icicle. Always going on about your luck. I am. Amberia is the actual unlucky one. Indeed. By unlucky, I meant you two. Huh? I've always thought the entire world was down on its luck. That's why the punishing virus broke out. That's why I have no choice but to defeat you. Because we're all marred by misfortune. That's why we all suffer. That is why we are bound. Rosetta, spare the talk. Do you think you can defeat Amberia, the perfect humanoid hybrid construct? The particles emitted by Rosetta's light wings disperse, forming a thin, reflective film over the fractured ice. Rosetta's mixed expression, taken by hints of sadness, can be seen on the glinting ice. I'm not just defeating you, I'm going forward. You tell them, Rosetta. Oh, narwhal.
融合を止めても特に問題ないわ。北極航路連合を全滅させる。生きる権利を手に入れるために。
指揮官、一緒にこの悪夢を終わらせる。私についてこれる。これくらいで
Oh no. No. God damn it. I know this. You can't stay in that circle, and then you gotta be in. It's like some Final Fantasy 14 mechanics. My pre-workout. It's impossible to put an end to this long-lasting hatred. But I believe in you. I'll have to do my part too. Narwhal is such a good... Oh, I love how we switch in between the mind and reality like that. It's not over. And then we're back to reality. Whoa, camera. Oh, wait, in. And then out. Oh, what the hell? Looks like that Commandant is having some trouble in my mind. That is such a cool boss. There are some Lamia comics. I am subscribed to the PGR channel on YouTube. I am. And then as for the Lamia comics, I've seen them on Twitter. Oh shit. I have to be mindful of my stamina. Oh, what the hell? Oh. Ow. Stop that, narwhal's whales. Stop. Oh, she broke out of it. Oh, shit. In the community tab. Oh. I didn't know that it was in there. Oh, God. I didn't know it was in the community tab. Don't think I won't retaliate. Huh? Control. Oh, dude. Some of these boss attacks kind of remind me of like boss mechanics and attacks from Final Fantasy XIV. Just a bit. It kind of reminds. Oh, Rosetta's invisible. Where's Rosetta? She has a camouflage on. She's got a cloaking device. Where'd she get that from? Yeah, it's a bug. When the pain pierced through my body, a thought flickered into my mind. I'll destroy everything. I'll give everything up. But in the end, I couldn't. I didn't have it in me. So... Rosetta speeds through Amberia with lightning speed. Amberia launches seeker missiles in an attempt to hinder Rosetta's movement. But Rosetta presses on, without a care for the missiles. She charges at and passes Amberia relentlessly. Commandant! Rosetta shouts for her next order. With her mind linked with yours, she could see more than just the battlefield before her. Fly up! I see. Rosetta propels herself near the ceiling. The seeker missiles, as if drawn by a vortex, follow her to the top of the cave in the line. Fire! Rosetta turns in midair, taking aim at the line of missiles. At the same time, she activates and expands her shield to fire at the line. The missiles explode, causing a huge quake that almost turns the cavern inside out. Taking advantage of the smoke from the explosion, Rosetta charges it directly at Amberia. Never played Final Fantasy? It's a good series of games. It's a fun series of games. A lot of the earlier Final Fantasy games are just turn-based games, and it's fun, and it's like pixel graphics too, so if you want to feel that nostalgia, it's a fun time. Final Fantasy XIV is a game I play like every day, alongside like Punching Grey Raven and Wuthering Waves and all that stuff. Final Fantasy XIV is like an online multiplayer game that you have to pay monthly for you to keep paying, but there is a free trial. It's a very fun game, and some of the attacks that Amberia had here reminded me a little bit of Final Fantasy XIV, just a little bit, mainly because of the whole like the in and out AoEs you have to avoid and shit. I've seen some trailers, yeah, but if you are curious about like how certain boss fights look in Final Fantasy XIV, you could always check some out. They're really cool. Rosetta! You're now completely Amberia, huh? It might have been due to the mind integration mentioned by Lamia, but Amberia no longer seems to be a split between Atiel and Amberia. It's as if she had become something else. I'm one step away from becoming free, one step from seeing the world. Why must you stop me, Rosetta? Amberia strikes at Rosetta with her hand, to which Rosetta parries with her spear. Oh, the music timing. When our minds were connected, I felt your will and your desire, and your pain and anger also flowed into my mind. Then join me in revenge against the Union. Let's take our revenge on this world. No, this will only bring more painful tragedies. I don't expect you to forgive or understand us. As a humanoid hybrid, most of my mind is also taken by the instinct to fight. But regardless of what all this means to you, I must keep moving forward until we reach the future where we can acknowledge the past. Rosetta! Amberia strikes Rosetta with one of her front appendages, but Rosetta stands firmly. Commandant, permission for using my core function. Charge, Rosetta. Rosetta is planning on unleashing the remainder of her energy for an attack. A secret weapon after her repairs and modifications in Babylonia. Before Amberia can react, Rosetta takes to the air and inserts her transformed spear into her shield. What are you doing? Amberia, Atiel, I don't know if I'm the one to do this. But there is something that I must say to you. What? I'm sorry. With that, Rosetta points at Amberia's core with her spear. During the battle, Rosetta has already made out the location of her core. Using her shield as a scope, she takes aim. Rosetta is so fucking cool, yeah. And her spear fires a blast point blank. The huge blast of energy triggers a chain reaction with the explosion of Amberia's core, enveloping the surrounding area. You've been waiting to hear this, haven't you? Dang. Dang. I feel bad for Amberia, man. I feel bad for her. Feels bad. After Rosetta's final blow, Amberia is completely engulfed by the explosion. The cave begins to collapse from the aftermath. Are you okay, Rosetta? I can still move. I think we should get going, though, Commandant. Even the bosses in this game suffer. I know. Even the bosses, man. Because a lot of the bosses in this game used to be human, right? Like, obviously, like, when... Like, before Amberia became this, they were like 18 years old. They were like an 18-year-old human girl. And they became the first humanoid hybrid construct, from what this story tells us. But they made her look like that. I feel bad for her. Even Iron Maiden or Tifa was once was like a regular construct. But then Punishing came in. You discard the useless equipment to reduce the weight of the polar soldier. Rosetta also rearms her shield. Commandant, we probably can't leave through the way we came. Remember the closed doors on our way here? Think there's an exit? I hope so. In any case, it should be safer through those doors than being in this place. The cave is about to collapse. With you here, Commandant, I'm sure we'll find a way. With the next course of action decided, Rosetta turns to look at the wreckage from the battle before evacuating. Farewell, sinner. Dang. Oh, the remix! This remix is so good. This place is collapsing, Commandant. Let's get out of here. Pay attention to the falling icicles while you're moving. Still the most hated corporation, Corona. Yeah. Doo-doo-doo. Ah! The path ahead is going to collapse. Better get through before it does. Oh, that went by so quick. I love these little gameplay cutscenes. That's cute. Dude, this Narwhal remix. A dead end? No. Commandant, the ice wall seems to be weaker than the others. Maybe you can ram it with your mech. I got it. Nothing? How? The wall on the other side has come down. You must have triggered a secret exit. Oh, how convenient. No choice. Let's go. Shows that we can manage our part of history. Now, jump. Whee. Oh, what? Okay. There's light ahead. We just have to get there. It's so close. Freedom. Oh god. Commandant. And the end. That's how Punching Grey Raven ends. We die. We lucky few. Rosetta and Commandant witnessed the end of Amberia and her nightmare. A new day had started. Oh, look at this art. She's so pretty. You shine a light on the surrounding area, but you still find yourself enveloped in darkness. Your mech ejects the pilot in case of danger. Kinda lucky I managed to catch you before the cave collapsed, Commandant. Right before the cave collapsed, Rosetta dropped her weapons and rushed over to protect you from the falling debris. Are you hurt, Commandant? What about you? Not so lucky. My light wings are smashed, but everything else is in working order. Rosetta squeezes out a smile to lighten up the atmosphere. The situation is still dire. The cave seems to have entirely collapsed under the explosion, burying the production line and everything else in ice. Being a construct, Rosetta can shield you from the debris for a long period of time, but maintaining status quo does nothing to help the current situation. Commandant, what do you think the ARU is doing? And Diana and the others too? They must have won. Yeah, they must have. That's why she's my favorite. Yeah, she's so cool. The past has finally been laid to rest. Amberia, Atiel. I don't know if I can prevent any further tragedies, but at least I have a way to end it. Now we can move forward. It's all thanks to you, Commandant. I wonder if the apology got through. Of course it did. That would be nice then. I came to this answer after thinking about it a long time. The answer to end this nightmare. Rosetta continues on, drifting through various topics, finding ways to keep your mind off the freezing weather and embolden your spirits. The end eventually comes. The cold air seeps through the debris and into the space of you and Rosetta. Oxygen grows thin, and you find your thoughts growing muddled. Don't worry, Commandant. I will bring you back. I promised the Grey Ravens. Yeah. Commandant. No, Usaveni. Do you know why I chose you, and why I asked you to help us move forward? Rosetta throws another question at you, the one question that had lingered the longest in your mind. Being a reinforcement to operation approved by Nicola, Rosetta must have had numerous choices. She could have even requested for a solo operation. But she did not. She walked over to you, and chose you. I'm always down on my luck, but... Rosetta mentions her misfortune once more, but she continues on. The constructs by your side always seem so happy. Even when misfortune befalls, they would never complain. They never show despair on their faces. I feel warmth whenever I see you hanging out with your squad members. I thought maybe I could learn something from you. Say, the strength to press onward. Hey, I heard sounds up ahead. Get digging. Huh? An unexpected response interrupts the conversation, followed by the loose sound of ice crackling from above. Looks like... at least my hunch is right. Man, why did it feel like we were just about to, like, kiss or something? Jeez. Those who dug out the escape route were members of the ARU hastily sent by Captain Stassen after the battle. Stassen said he heard a huge explosion during the battle, so he accepted Simon's request and brought people for a search party. Finally, he found you here. Boarding a rudimentary elevator, you finally returned to the outside world. The bionics that once attacked the ARU are now standing with the fishermen. Oh, the forest guards are establishing defenses at the nearby forest. And Captain Stassen is taking care of Simon, sprawled on the ground like dried fish, with a disdainful look on his face. Something very difficult in this game. It's over. The sun rises, gleaming in an almost palpable luster, inviting the beholders to share in its warmth. Ooh, cutscene?
Oh. 気をつけて。私に寄りかかって。そしたら今度は私が先導するから。
Wow. Wow. I didn't expect the cutscene. That was nice. That was a good story. And now there's Hidden. Oh, is this going to be backstory on Umberia here? Oh, wait. Nanami and Martin. Nanami? It's going to be here? Interesting. Hang on. How many blank cards? Not enough. It's not enough. There are always some cuts. There are always some cutscenes at the end. Some have them, yeah. Alright, let's go through Hidden Story. Nanami and Martin. Cute. Wah ha ha ha. Wah ha ha. Wah ha. Tss. Ha. In a small forest in the snows, a yellow-black construct and a bionic bear are staring fixedly at each other. The construct is standing on a giant rock, drawing herself to her full height with her arms akimbo. Faced with the weird construct, the bionic bear looks as if it just ate 10 barrels of expired bionic fish. Ha! Just stop hawing already. The bear roars, trying to stop the construct from continuing her inane actions. The construct shows brief surprise, but quickly recovers and hops off the rock with a beaming smile, happy that some bear has answered. Finally, a Meki Teddy that speaks. All the other bear roys just pounced on me without a word. Yay, finally, a talking bear. You can't have been just hawing the whole time before I got here, can you? Have you seen the new version of her? I did. I saw the new version of Anatomy. I did, where she has like a sword and shield, and then she combines the two into into the pizza cutter. It's really cool. Really cool. Well, Nanami ain't so sure of the situation here, so I tried communicating with body language. Ha! In the middle of Nanami's explanation, she takes on the strange pose from before again, even sprinkling an ha at the end. It dawns on the bear that Nanami is trying to communicate with bionic mechanoids through her unfathomable pose and laughter. I mean, we're bionic machines, but that doesn't mean we converse through these poses. And please stop with the haws too. Hehe. Then I'll do it the normal way. Now that I know you can speak, Meki Tedio, can you tell me where I am? Stop calling me a Meki Teddy. I have a name. Martin. Just call me Martin. Martin, huh? That's no cute bear name at all. I wasn't trying to be. Anyhow, Nanami kind of just went around and found herself here. So what's this place? I don't have a map. You just went around and found yourself here. Do you have a boat? Or can you swim? Ugh, whatever. It doesn't matter. This place is part of the Arctic Route Union's territory, one of the largest human settlements. Never heard of it before. But it does feel like Nanami's gone pretty far away. Now, what to do? You came all the way over here for no reason? Hey, it's just a Nanami pleasure trip. What about you then, Marty? I think I'm supposed to be shooting down some aircraft. Supposed? Marta's bear-like features twist into one of visible hesitation, but he answers Nanami shortly. Yeah, I have to get the anti-air weaponry ready to shoot down some aircraft. No time to mess around with you here. Okay then, the court of Nanami has reached this decision. Nanami will help you shoot down your planes. What? You? But the ones on the aircraft are constructs and humans, right? It'll be alright. You're only supposed to shoot down the aircraft, yeah? Just hand over the artillery commands to Nanami. What is she doing? Nanami climbs atop the Nanami rock as a pedestal again, and then points one finger at the sky. We can just shoot down the planes without hurting the people on it, Morty. Why is she so... Are you really gonna help? Nanami never breaks a promise. Anyway, don't stop, Martin. Prepare to fire! Wait, let me perform some repairs first. Okay. This girl is so silly. Here they come again. Leave it to Nanami. Oh shit. Alright, done. Ho ho, Nanami's Neo Armstrong cannon is complete. Don't give it some weird name. Anyway, let's blow them all to pieces. Why is she out here causing trouble for us, man? Tap the basic button to launch. Oh god. All clear. Only the aircraft left now. I'll pray for you, so turn into stardust. Why is she always causing trouble for us, man? Bionic machine. Nanami learned that Amberia would control the bionics to harm humans. She decided to do something. We got him planes good, Mort. Mort? Now what? I don't know. You don't. With Nanami's help, Martin successfully shot down several aircraft that were passing by. Nanami left a while ago to make sure the aircrew and the passengers were safe, and has now returned to Martin. Nanami's question puts Martin in confusion. He plops himself onto the ground, looking lost. I can't receive any commands from the mother frame. I don't even know what I'm supposed to be doing right now. Receiving commands. Maddie, are you a sub-unit under some big old mecha lecker? Nanami, you know your stuff. But I guess technically we aren't really sub-units, more just Amberia's subordinate, but independent frames. So this Amberia is the mother frame you just mentioned? Yeah. All Arctic bionics come from the same production line, and we all have a specialized receiver device installed. This device allows us to receive the thoughts and feelings, the commands of our mother frame, Amberia. We all have independent minds on paper, but we're made so that Amberia can expropriate our frames through her commands at any time. Shooting down those aircraft was the last one I received. Nanami is the answer, never the question. When in doubt, Nanami. Nanami will always be the answer to everyone's solution. So, the Amberia has been controlling you all since, like, forever? Uh-huh. Before my receiver broke, I was just fighting against the ARUs, sort of in a daze. But then the thing broke during the last retreat. Aha. Nanami sees it now. Bionics and the ARUs are enemies, yeah? Well, or more specifically, Amberia and the ARUs are enemies. But I know little about the history of it. When my receiver broke, I think I lost some data about us bionics. Huh. Let's put aside what kind of bone this Amberia's got with the Arururu. Arururu. If the bionics and the humans go wangling their jangles around here, it'll just end in disaster for both of them. Okay then, Nanami jury has reached a verdict. What kind of mess are you trying to make this time? I'll go find Amberia and convince her to stop making you attack humans. Do you even know where Amberia is? Don't you, Maddie? Don't think so. Her location was part of the data I lost. Aw, fine. Then I'll just get everyone else to stop fighting instead. You just need to lob them receivers off, right? That may stop us from fighting with the humans. But why would you do that? Because I wanna. She's so precious. Nanami, over there. Oh ho ho. Nanami's goal is unrealistic, but if, on the off chance that Nanami succeeds, that would be pretty nice for everyone. Which is why Martin, struck with the terrible freedom of nothing to do-ness, decided to guide Nanami's path in this snowy land toward possible bionic congregations. It feels like some of these... it's just another episode of Nanami. Roar! Oh look, it's a mecha Ted, just like you, Martin. Well, yeah, we're all just bear models. Under Martin's guidance, Nanami reaches the outer rim of a settlement. Once a human settlement, the place is now a bionic nest. Piles upon piles of differently sized energy tanks clog up the loading dock. The bionic mechanoids seem to be trying to transport the tanks somewhere. Whoa, talk about bionic diversity. Is this place supposed to be a zoo or something? Nah, bionics are useful for wars, or so they say. We're all military-grade bionics. So that's why you got all this spooky weaponry on you, Martini. Well, I think your chainsaw is way spookier than what I've got. Hehe. I'll blush if you keep praising Nanami like that. I wasn't trying to. The two survey the settlement for a while. Martin directs his gaze towards several bionics that were acting as overseers. So what next, Nanami? If you want to have a talk with them, I can bring you over and... Hold up! Something's not right. What? Before Martin could even turn and phrase his question at Nanami, she has already leaped out of her cover. Springing into action with both wheels beneath her feet, she hurtles toward the settlement. Take this! A jump to the sky turns into a Nanami kick. Before anyone could react, the Nanami kick has already landed squarely on a pitch-black machine hiding in the shadows. The bionics all pause, gazing dumbfoundedly at the sight of the girl and the charred remains beneath her. What's that black thing? It's a corrupted. Run, everyone, or you'll get punishing it. Punishing. That's funny. Nanami is really precious. Yeah, she's so innocent. They're all out. It's really like as if a really playful kid got turned into a construct. That's what Nanami is. She's got the mind of a child. Nanami, I'm here to help. Where did all these corrupted come from? I don't know, but they must be hiding here for a while. Let's help the survivors first. Thank you, but who are you? You are no longer controlled. Not controlled. What have you done? Huh? Watch out, Nanami! What the hell? Oh, whoops, I'm hitting the dodge button. This Nanami frame was fun. Ah, why? I'm helping you. Why are there corrupted in the base? I thought this place was free of corrupted. Okay, then let's use our combo, Sleipnir. Sleipnir? You're not referring to me, aren't you? Erg. Damn those corrupted. We'll help you.
必殺技じゃあ天上天眼天道爆砕斬りだ必殺技じゃあ天上天眼天道爆砕斬りだ
There aren't any corrupted left, Nanami. Yeah, I think we're safe. Good work, Sleipnir. Stop giving me weird names already. Cute. Cute. Different opinions. Not all the bionics believed they were manipulated. Instead, they saw Amberia's will as their own. Ugh, I can't hear the mother frame anymore. What are you? Nanami is Nanami. He's not asking for your name. Having dealt with the corrupted, most of the bionics sink to the floor out of relief. Some, however, decide to ask of Nanami's affiliations, to which they are met with little success. Some of the bionics just often ran when the corruptees appeared, but I think we saved most of who we can save, yeah? Look what you've done! What? Before Nanami could even respond, several more bionics joined. They glare at Nanami with murderous wrath. What are we going to do without the voice of our mother frame? We don't know where our main forces are attacking. Wait, you're still trying to fight? What? Of course we are. You aren't siding with that construct, are you? I'm not siding with her, but no good will come out of fighting for both sides. Good. Puh. You call yourself a bionic. You let these humans off, even when they made us into weapons and sealed us underground? We woke up to find ourselves stabbed by our own creators. Next thing we know, we're all forced underground via our inbuilt commands. We will never forgive these humans who treated us so. I think this info's not even in my lost data files. What's all that about? I see. You're one of the newer batches, huh? Oh, you all come from different production batches? Of course. Without a production line, how else could we keep up with the humans? Your platoon must have been filled with these rookies. Puh. But whether you're an old bear or a new bear, you were all controlled by the mother frame until now, right? You don't understand. The mother frame shares the same goal as ours. We can feel what our mother frame feels through our receivers, but we are willingly fighting for her ourselves. Willingly, huh? That Martin must have lost his related data files, but everyone else here should know about what happened to Amberia, our mother frame. The older bear model scans around before resting his sights on Nanami. Our mother frame, Amberia, is also a construct like you. Amberia is a construct? When the punishing virus broke out, ARU had some dying or terminally ill people sent into their labs for research. Oh, that's fucked up. They paint it as an effort to fight against the virus on the surface, but secretly they're building their own weapons. Oh. After endless sacrifices, the ARU created what came to be known as humanoid hybrid constructs. The very first prototype was our mother frame, Amberia. So Amberia was a weaponized construct. Indeed. With the body of a mutant, every movement of her brought about destruction. But that is not her most terrifying realization when she woke up. She isn't the master of her own body. The higher-ups in the ARU are. Do you think a little girl could just accept this and live with it? Her unending anger coursed through her frenzied mind. It shot through the receivers and flowed into our processors. We have never, and will never forget that despair she felt. Which is why... The bear model surveys the other bionics. Which is why we still fight, even without our receivers. If you still wish to avenge Amberia, then come with me. Under the roars of the bear models, some bionics stand and follow his exit. Wait, some weird corrupted are still rolling about in the snow up ahead, just like the ones just now trying to corrupt you. It doesn't matter if we get corrupted or not. As long as we can wake Amberia and free her, we'll go through anything. We're just trying to free Amberia from her nightmare. Dang. I didn't know the ARU was taking, like, ill people and just making them into Humanoid hybrid constructs. Jeez. Nanami, what can we do now? What do we do now? Ever since the angry bear model and his supporters left, Nanami has been as still as a rock. Feeling like an eternity has passed, Martin decides to pat Nanami on her shoulder. Wah ha ha ha. What are you on again, Nanami? This helps me get my spirits up. Alright, because we're still trying to make peace then? Of course. You can't stop Nanami with a big old reason stick or a 10-episode backstory. Nanami wants something done. She gets it done. I get where the bionics were coming from, but it just ain't right fighting in this place. Not to mention the corrupted. Punishing virus, huh? We bionics don't really know what's going on about it. Bionics rarely come into contact with the corrupted. Even if knowledge of the virus exists in their databanks, their experience tells them that it is nothing to be feared. You'll be deader than a linguini if the virus gets a hold of you. That's even ickier stuff than Amberia's mind control or whatever. Which means we should catch up to those who just left, right? Or do we go find the corrupted instead? It'd take too long. Nanami is going with her original plan. At this, Nanami looks around the settlement. Finally, finding a suitable Nanami rock, she climbs atop and uses it as a pedestal. Ahem. Bionics of Nanarmy. Looky here. What on earth is a Nanarmy? Yeah? Nanami's order draws the attention of all the bionics. Old Martin here's hit his head and forgotten the whereabouts of Amberia, but y'all here must know something, right? Yeah, we do. And? I'm gonna go convince Amberia to stop the bionics from attacking humans. Then we can all go figure out what the corrupted are up to. But our mother frame, Amberia, she's always in a slumber. I don't even know if you can converse with her, not to mention we're staying behind because we're sick of fighting. But those who left were right. We feel the same anger inside. So, you can't just ask us to work against them. But all the bionics are fighting for Amberia, right? If Amberia wants everyone to stop, they'll listen, yeah? Well, yeah. If Nanami can't pass Amberia's diplomacy check, I'll think of another way. But now, let's get the dice rolling first. I like the D&D little Dungeons and Dragons reference here. Hearing Nanami's firm and confident tone, the bionics form a ring to discuss among themselves. Martin is dragged inside. Shortly, Martin is pushed out. I'm gonna take a drink of water real quick. Nanami, Amberia is sleeping in an underground place nearby. Let's go. Hui. Well then, Nanami, roll out. Right ahead, Nanami. Roar. Wow, so many machine animals. They are the guards hiding outside the base. Nanami? Ho, don't worry. Leave it all to Sword Master Nanami. I'll hit them with the blunt side of my weapon. I don't see a blunt side of your weapon. Ow. Stray. Damn it, what's with this construct? You actually knocked everyone out. Alright, surrender now and I'll spare your butt. Stop fighting against humans. I will never betray Amberia. Roar. Oh, there's one. One 1% of her power. Roar. What's that sound? It's the full attack. Imberia just sent all the bionics to attack the human base. What? That's funny. So while we were dealing with Imberia, Nanami was off to the side, helping us without us knowing. Resonance of anger. There was nothing but sorrow in the battle between the bionics and the ARU. Nanami decided to give everything she had to stop the war. And she was helping us. She was helping us without us knowing. That's so funny. We can't win. These are bionic machines built purely for war. We're just some spec ops constructs. Shut your trap and just fight. Roar. It's just like that one time. It's just like them Tails. These bios are gonna wreck the ARU. Where's them force guards at, eh? Must be the work of them hybrids. Damn you, bobbin pieces of bionic trash. We made you. We're your master. Go at them. Don't mind the losses. The ARU defenses and the bionic machines clash. She is awesome. Fear slowly creeps into the hearts of people. This is just... Martin and the other bionic machines arrived to see hell painted before their usual visual modules. Nanami, we need to do something about this. Something's not right. What? Nanami has been silent ever since she arrived. She quickly scans the battlefield, confirming her suspicions. Roar. Guess this do be the end of the line for me. A bionic bear slams a fisherman into the ground, but it does not follow up with an attack. Its claw remains hinged midair, hesitant at dealing the final blow. Yet... Another bear model ignores the hesitant bear and barges in, stomping and crushing the fisherman. Even the hesitant bear finds the gruesome ending unbearable, but there is no point of reproaching its companion. Brandishing his claws once more, it charges at the next target. Damn you all! That one was a corrupted Martin. Similar scenarios occur everywhere in the battlefield. Hearing Nanami, the other bionics enter a disarray. That means some of us have been corrupted. If that's the case, then will the others? No, it likely won't spread further. I think I know what the corrupted are here for. So what are they here for? They're here to instigate hatred. Someone is controlling the corrupted to do so, while they sit somewhere safe to watch. Nanami is getting real angry. The black figure. You're corrupted. And you're corrupted. What's with that construct? I think I saw her on the files before. Are reinforcements coming? Oh, then we should get ready for a counterattack, yeah? No. Nanami isn't here to help you fight the bionics. What? Answering the construct, Nanami dashes into the fray, defeating every corrupted that she sees. All that stands in Nanami's way is met with a whack of her chainsaw and sent flying afar. Nobody can handle the Nanami calamity. Oi, Simon, what's with that? Simon, what's with this construct last? Why is she attacking our people? I think I saw her with boss before. Some construct called Nanami. I don't need her name. I need a way to deal with that construct. I'm afraid only our very not present boss can handle her. Soldiers on the front line, do you copy? Pull back immediately. Don't engage with the construct that just rushed in. What? What about our defenses? There will just be 1 or 2 openings. We'll be fine. Getting out of her way is more important. We'll cover for the openings. Diana, why the Force Guard here? Did you capture that Atiel? Isabelle and Rosetta will handle Atiel. We've returned to support the front line instead. Force Guards, spread out. At Diana's behest, the Force Guard members charge at the battlefield. Taking care to stay out of Nanami's way, they rescued the incapacitated ARU members. Took your damn sweet time. Some Force Guards you all are. But it's still not too late, is it not? What do you mean? Your legs hurt. Ride on my teammates back and retreat. We'll handle the rest from here on out. You think we can leave our defenses to you sinners? Even if we're sinners born and raised here. Please believe in us. Nanami, at this rate, you'll leave the battlefield. Aren't you trying to pluck all the corrupted out? Well, I'm catching the trails of someone that's trying to sneak away. What? Don't know what that is, but that must be the source of all evil. The stinky, sneaky baddie that's controlling the corrupted and making a mess. Martin, you'll have to handle the corrupted. Nanami is going to. Nanami lowers her stance mid-dash, bending so low as if she's about to fall. The angles of her booster wheels adjust and maintain her balance, allowing Nanami to slide forward at full speed. Be the hero. What a hero. Get out of my way. Wow, I've never seen someone running like that before. I see. The Ascendants are behind us. Oopsie, guess you found me out. That's enough. I don't want to talk to bad guys like you. Prepare to count up your sins. Tch. Leave this to me, Nanami. You go take care of that culprit. Of course it's Lamia. I had a feeling it was. Okay. Ow. Oh shit, that's so fast. Oh, whoa. What a bunch of rebellious clowns. Why did you let the corrupted do that? What's your purpose, Ascendant? I don't know about others, but this is essential entertainment for me. You're the only one left. I'm not going to fight you, weirdo. Look at your butt. You're the weird one. Ah! Is that an explosion? Tch, don't tell me you got beaten by just two of them. Some perfect construct you are. Huh? Wait. She ran so fast. And that was when we defeated Amberia. Nanami and Bionics. The war had ended, but the wounds were still there. Nanami cheerfully took the cyborgs away from the snowy land. Roar. Keep fighting. Don't you ever fall back. Lamia's retreat. The corrupted begin to withdraw. The battle, however, has still yet to cease. The corrupted were but a catalyst for hatred. The war has its roots in something deeper. The wounds of war grow. The roars and war cries too. It's too late. Martin and the others might have done all they could to eliminate the corrupted, but they have no way to stop this war. After all, who would listen to these outliers? They can but only stand afar, bearing witness to the transients before them. Or perhaps someone might have held an answer to ending this war. An answer that is not defeating the opponent, or running and leaving the problems behind, but instead facing their mistakes. The mistakes made in that loathsome and horrible past. And that is when they hear the voice ringing throughout the battlefield. I'm sorry. That's Rosetta's voice? Where'd that come from? Everyone's communication channels somehow became connected. From a thunderous explosion in the distance, the apology flooded over. An apology like a pity-breathing sigh, trailing with tears. The ARU and the bionic machines both pause. Slowly, they begin to realize the meaning behind these few words. Hey, where are you stopping? We should seize the opportunity and attack. It's all over. Nanami hurls her chainsaw before the warmongering bear model, stopping him in his tracks. What? That's enough. You heard it too, right? Imberia must have said something as well. You broke all our receivers. How could we hear Imberia? Even so, you must still be connected to her in some way. You must know what Imberia would have said at her final moments. That means Imberia is... Stassen realizes the situation through Nanami's words. The explosion likely came from where Imberia was at. As for the apology, that must be what Rosetta said to Imberia. Imberia? What? Wasn't Imberia supposed to be long? It's all my fault. Captain? Captain, what's... Ooh. Just lay still, Wobbly. Stassen and Simon march out of the crowd. Like Nanami, they stand between the two conflicting armies. Imberia was the greatest sacrifice of the ARU. She was the living proof of our foolishness in the past. The commanding captain at the time concealed Imberia in an underground base which caused the tides, the invasions that endlessly tormented the ARU. No, or should I say, this caused an irreparable gap between us and the Bionics. Cappy, you hide this from us the whole time? You just let that thing be? What if Imberia went gaga like before? That's why I said she's proof of our foolishness, and I'm just another gimboid like them old duds. Sassen's roar stops the indignant fisherman. He continues. We both paid more than enough for the past. Do whatever you want with me. I'll tell you everything you want to know. Just listen up, everyone. You two Bionics, this is the captain's orders. Stop this war at once. Stop all the fighting. I'm not repeating myself. If you don't listen, you'll be branded a sinner. No, that ain't right. That's not what I'm trying to say. The Forest Guards aren't sinners. Just, everything's over with. It's all over. Stassen cries in the middle of his speech. He himself cannot understand why he did. Was it from the relief of the ebbing danger, or certain decisions and resolves in his heart? As if infected by Stassen, tears also begin to dot the others' faces. They support their wounded companions in retreat. Some throw their weapons onto the ground. The same atmosphere permeates the Bionics. Imberia, she... I think I heard our mother frame at her last moments. She said, "Thank you." Did she not? Martin's words break the dam in the bear model's heart. He loosens his fist and curls up to cry. Under the aurora, humans, constructs, and machines all begin crying for the past. Amidst the cries, Nanami steps before the once angry bear model. She places her hand on his head, ruffling through his fur. You know, words can become prayers, and prayers can help you move on. It's okay now. Wah ha ha ha. Wah ha ha ha. Wah ha ha. Bravo, muchacho, perfecto. Ha ha. The sun rises like a fiery jewel above the ice-strewn sea. Nanami, leading and along with the Bionics, perform a series of unfathomable poses to welcome this sight. Speaking of Nanami, what should we do now? What? Hey, that's Nanami's question for you. Why did you all come with Nanami anyways? You're not living with humans like the other Bionics? Well, the humans will probably say nothing about it, but still feels kind of weird living with the humans after the Imberia stuff, so... Do you all feel that way? Everyone here does. I see. Okay, fine. Okay, then. Follow the adventures of Pied, Chainsaw, Nanami. I'll bring you to your wonderland. Really? Thank you, Nanami. Displaying the Nanami flag known as a chainsaw, she leads Martin and the others behind. Nanami hops, and the Bionics hop. Just like a parade. But it's time for Nanami to make her move too. Usabeti, the next time we meet will be... Will be what? Oh god. The suspense. Lost chapter. And this is the next extra story to go through. Woo! And we also unlocked an interlude. We got Rosetta's interlude. Untainted Prayer. Oh. Okay. I'll go through the interlude for her. Forest Girl. Always remember to pray. The heavy snowfall in the forest outside of New Murmansk is finally coming to an end, leaving a thick layer of snow delicately balancing on the leaves. A reindeer bleats. A fondling comes tumbling out of the forest and falls beside a tree. Impacting the tree, the sheets of snow on top fall like an avalanche. The calf's bleeding wound is like a scar on the powdery white snow. An old man with a shotgun on his back walks out of the bushes. Patting the snow off his clothes, he kneels to observe the fallen reindeer. Rosetta! Oh, look at her. Bushes rustle and a little girl hobbles out. She must be the Rosetta that the old man is calling. Grandpa Pfaff? I'll leave this fellow to you. You need to learn to survive in the forest. The reindeer is still struggling on the verge of death. Blood gushes from the shotgun wound as it breathes rapidly. Rosetta wields her knife and approaches the reindeer. The teary and hopeless look in its eyes causes her to wince. But she knows that her grandfather would never allow her to show any sign of weakness. She tries to restrain the trembling tip of her knife and aims it at the reindeer's throat. Right before Rosetta finally makes up her mind to stab the deer, Pfaff lets out a quiet sigh. Rosetta, what about the prayer? Sorry, Grandpa, I forgot. Rosetta hurriedly rests her knife on the floor and closes her eyes to pray. Remember, Rosetta, you must always remember to pay respects to nature and life. The greatest calamities come from humanity's arrogance. Do you get it? When Rosetta opened her eyes, the calf has already gone still. The fearful eyes are also closed. She breathes a sigh of relief and begins to skillfully skin the reindeer of its still steaming flesh and bones. Oh yeah, Grandpa, the fishing guild was looking for you. I think they're... I told you 1,000 times. Don't speak to outsiders. Don't even go near them. And you know what they... Pfaff's sudden outburst causes Rosetta to recoil. He didn't see me, I just saw him looking around in front of the house. I thought he was a thief at first. Pfaff takes on a deep breath to cool down. Even if he's a thief, they aren't someone like a kid. They aren't someone a kid like you should be messing around with. Got it? Rosetta quietly nods, afraid to say anything else. The guild members must be here on an investigation. I'll go to the port tomorrow. Just stay at home and don't go out. Alright. Got it, Grandpa. I'll stop by the market on the way back. Seeing Rosetta's puzzled look, Pfaff's expression softens. I'll bring you a carving knife. I know you've always wanted one. Really? When Rosetta was a child, Pfaff would make wood carvings to either sell them at the market or for Rosetta to play with as toys. The little girl gradually took an interest to wood carving. Pfaff had known for some time. He just kept silent. It's almost nighttime. Let's pack up and hurry on back. Winter will come early this year, and so will the tide. Pfaff squints. In the far distance, he can make out the raucous noises of the bionics. And bionics have been around for a long time. Being normal. They were technically the first. By the time Pfaff had finished his business with the fishing guild and selected a carving knife in the market, it was already noon. Hurry and pack up shop. Business is over today. The hell? I just sold me first shivvy. They are coming. Go home where it's safe. Hearing this, Pfaff realizes that the bionic tide is coming today. Excuse me. Where is the tide coming from? Huh? Like always from the surrounding forest. Same deal this time. Quickly paying the knife seller, Pfaff turns and hurries into the forest. Oi, Gramps, your change! Rosetta, are you here? Pfaff shoves open the small door to the cabin. There are no signs of invasion by the tide, but Rosetta is nowhere to be found. Pfaff has previously ordered Rosetta to leave a note whenever she would leave home. If only I hadn't gone out at this time. Rosetta, where in God's name are you? His intuition tells him that Rosetta's disappearance must be related to the bionic tide. And, as if confirming Pfaff's thoughts, the characteristic roars of the bionics resound from outside the door. Gar. Damn it. Pfaff rushes out the door with an alacrity that betrays his old age. He begins firing his shotgun at the bionics. Bzz. The pellets punch a massive cavity in the chest of a bionic, and it collapses onto the snow. The tide, however, is more than just a singular bionic. More begin to surround Pfaff. Whistles. A short whistle travels through the air, and over a dozen spears plummet from the sky, impaling the bionics that surrounded Pfaff. Crisp, clip-clops of hooves approach. A centaur-shaped construct leaps over the bushes and stands beside Pfaff. My name is Temia, a member of the Forest Guard. Are you interested? Seeing this strange construct introduce herself as a Forest Guard, Pfaff furrows his brows and shifts, quietly avoiding eye contact. Taking Pfaff's silence for shock, Temia strides over to comfort him. Before reaching Pfaff, however, a bionic, not completely destroyed, suddenly hurls itself at her. Roarg! A blast from Pfaff's shotgun punches a hole straight through the bionic's chest. Smoke dissipates from the barrel. If you don't destroy their power connectors, they might get back up again. Thank you. Several other Forest Guard members arrive, reporting to Temia. Captain, we found some fresh tracks leading to the foot of the mountain. Looks like they belong to a girl. To the mountains where the kids in town snuck up to? But why? There are quite a few bionic footprints nearby. I'm worried that... Hearing the Forest Guard, Pfaff immediately slings a shotgun around his shoulder and hastily proceeds toward the mountain. Hey, where are you going? Hey! Forest Guards, stay in guard and follow the hunter. Move out. Look at little Rosetta. Rosetta cautiously hides behind a fallen tree and sniffed the air. Vital fluid. They're still moving up the mountain. I should have warned the girls not to go into the forest when I saw them off in the distance. But she couldn't break the promise she made to her grandfather to not speak or meet with outsiders. But now there are only two choices. Charge ahead of the bionics to find the girls, or... Rosetta firmly grips her trusty spear. Or destroy all of the bionics. She's brave. Brave. Damn, it's like a Digimon evolution. All of a sudden she's grown up. The bionics could be hiding in unexpected places. I'll have to find and defeat them all, so they can't hurt people who accidentally enter the forest. She evolved. Rosettamon. She is really cool, though. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Finally, all the lurking bionics have been defeated. This area should be clear. Time to follow the footprints and keep moving. Roar. Gah. Rosetta thrusts her spear into the bionic's power connectors, destroying it completely. However, she seems to have mistaken the size of the tide. An almost endless horde of bionics are still charging out the snowy forest. No, I have to tell those girls to get out of there now. Rosetta shoves aside a bionic in the way and scurries out of the forest. As expected, the girls are having a snowball fight on the mountain, completely unaware of the situation. Rosetta runs over and shouts at the girls anxiously. No time to care about Faf's orders. Run away! The tide is coming! The girl grabbed by Rosetta stares at her curiously. The other frolicking girls also pause and stare at Rosetta in interest. Wait, what's going on? Who are you? Anxious? Rosetta turns with the girl in hand, attempting to pull her out of this place by force. But she pauses at the sight behind her. The forest is still and silent, without any sound of bionics, as if the tide itself had never happened. Are you the girl who lives in the forest we've heard rumors about? Yeah. No, I'm serious. But the bionics, where have they? The girl, overjoyed, takes Rosetta's hands to show her friends. Huh, what do you say? I told you the girl in the forest wasn't just a rumor. That's what you get for laughing at me. The other girls gather around Rosetta, looking at her curiously. I'm Lisa. What's your name? Rosetta. Hi, Rosetta. Now that we know each other's names, that makes us friends. Come on, let's play. Interesting. Having never talked to anyone before, Rosetta did not know how to say no. In a state of confusion, she allows Lisa to drag her and join the other girls. It was a completely new world to Rosetta. She never thought she would be so happy just talking aimlessly with other girls and playing silly games. Rosetta, thanks for playing with us for so long and telling us so much about the forest. No, yeah, I had a lot of fun. Great, but I guess you gotta get home. Looks like your grandpa is here to pick you up. Rosetta turns in surprise and sees Faf nearby looking at them. Grandpa, sorry, I was worried that the bionics were going to attack the girls, so I had to warn them. I won't do it again. To Rosetta's surprise, Faf did not seem to be angry. Instead, he politely waves at the girls. Rosetta, don't forget to wave and say goodbye to your friends. You don't want to be rude, do you? But bye. Bye. Let's play again. Let's play together again sometime. Grandpa? Rosetta? Has living in the forest been lonely? Rosetta's eyes jut wide open at Faf's question. But she then quickly shakes her head. Nope, not at all. I have you and the animals in the forest, Grandpa. And there's the guardian spirit. Everything is fine just the way it is. Faf laughs, a hint of resolution in his chuckle. He takes Rosetta by the hand and places the carving knife he bought on her palm. I'm getting old, Rosetta. Can't keep running around. Starting tomorrow, you'll have to buy supplies at the port for us in my stead. But why, Grandpa? And the tide, too. Don't worry. The guardian spirit has returned, and the tide will be gone soon. Faf puts 2 fingers to his lips and blows a long, loud whistle. Rosetta runs excitedly to the side of the mountain, taking in the view of the sea. Oh, the narwhal. All of a sudden, a mechanical narwhal leaps out of the sea with a splash. The girls stop their snowball fight and cheer and all. In the shade of the forest, Tamio silently watches over the girls in play. Could we have been like them, had it not been for that accursed experiment? The past is in the past. We are the forest guard. We are sinners with nothing but our duty. Captain, let's move out, forest guards. We must destroy the remaining bionics before nightfall. Roger. The only chance. Oh, look at her. All grown up. It has been years after that tide. Faf is no longer prohibiting Rosetta from meeting others. Like today, Rosetta is even occasionally tasked with buying supplies for the port. Rosetta, over here. A girl from the fur shop waves at Rosetta, whom she immediately recognizes in the crowd of people. Wait. Let me guess. More rabbit pelts for sale? Morning, Lisa. Nope, it's a reindeer pelt. Yesterday, Grandpa shot. Still no Firn. That mad narwhal is still rolling and flailing about? Discordant sounds travel over from the market entrance. Not yet. If we don't take it out while it's in the harbor, it will just come back again and again. Some fine job forest guards are doing, useless pricks. Are you guys talking about the mechanical narwhal? What other narwhal is there? Thanks to that fatso, all the port's wrecked. You want to destroy it just because of that? What do you mean, just because of that? Port's down, no fishes. We all gonna be starving. Grandpa said the narwhal's the guardian spirit of humanity. It wouldn't just destroy the port for nothing. There must be a reason. To Rosetta's surprise, the fisherman around her bursts out laughing. Bah ha ha ha. You're killing me, girl. You hear that? She thinks the narwhal's a guardian spirit. Ha ha ha. What are you all laughing at? Everyone except you drifters know that we made that narwhal. And you call it a guardian spirit, huh? So what? If you made the guardian spirit and now you're destroying it out of inconvenience. You all are just selfish. What does a little brat like you know? The fisherman could no longer control his temper and rushes over to grab Rosetta. However, Rosetta quickly catches his wrist and twists it behind his back. Ow, you little sardine. Little sardine. Damn it, let go. I won't let you go unless you apologize to the guardian spirit and to us. Damn it. Port manager could no longer take it. He clenches his fist to swing at Rosetta. However, his punch is stopped mid-swing by the steel grip of an old but firm hand. She's my granddaughter. Just a child. Don't be so hard on her, big guy. Grandpa. The port manager shakes off Faf. At the sight of Faf, Rosetta lets go of the fisherman. Puh, you're that weird old man living in the forest. Bloody outsiders. Ruthless savages, the lot of you. Call the guards and have him jailed. Jailed! Faf shields Rosetta behind the rowdy crowd. He slams the butt of his shotgun on the ground, letting off a loud thud. Listen up. The presence of the shotgun, coupled with Faf's fierce glare, instantly silences the commotion. I will hunt the narwhal alone tomorrow, but at one request. Huh, an old man with one foot in a grave thinks he can kill the whale? Quit joking around. The mocking laughter of the crowd resumes, but Faf seems to pay no mind. He pushes his way through the crowd, coming before the port manager. What makes you think you can kill the narwhal? Faf lowers his voice so that only the port manager could hear. At his words, the manager stiffens and takes on a solemn expression. Are you serious? This is too much for a joke. I stake my life on it. Your life means little to me, but... The manager shifts his gaze at the Rosetta behind Faf. For this little girl, the old man would never lie. Alright, fine. We'll inform the captain. But remember, if you fail, you will bear all the consequences. I'm sure you know what that means for you and your granddaughter. Faf glances at the port manager. He grabs Rosetta's hand and leaves the port under the gazes of the crowd. Is there something you want to say? Grandpa, didn't you say that the narwhal was the guardian spirit of humanity? Why are you killing it? I don't get it. Faf sighs. The steam from his breath escapes into the snowy forest. It's okay. You don't need to understand. Just know that this is my decision. That's all. The thing about the guardian spirit protecting us, protecting humanity, was it all a lie? Rosetta is just a mechanical narwhal. You are a human. You need human friends. Rosetta is about to retort, but Faf quickly interrupts her. I'll set out tomorrow morning. If I don't return in a month, run. Go as far as you can into the forest. Grandpa. Waking up next morning, Faf finds Rosetta gone. Rosetta? No, it couldn't be. Faf immediately packs his gear and rushes to the seashore for departure. To his surprise, Rosetta is waiting there with her spear. Grandpa, even if you don't tell me what you plan on doing, I want to help you at least. If you're going to kill the guardian spirit, I want to be a witness to it. Faf stares at Rosetta bitterly. This girl grew up to be just as stubborn as he is. Without a word, he untethers the small fishing boat. Starting the engine, the two gradually leave shore. 2 humans, 1 narwhal. Their fates intertwine in the vast blue sea. Journey's end. Day 21 since we left New Murmansk. Sunny with a slight breeze. Rosetta watches the narwhal tow itself forward from the bow of the ship. She soon returns to the writing on her logbook. We were lucky. When the guardian spirit tried to escape, we landed a harpoon on its back so that it couldn't outswim us. I wonder if Grandpa will yell at me if I still call it that. Rosetta erases the words guardian spirit and replaces it with mechanical narwhal. Unfortunately, the engine of our ship is weak, We can't keep up with it, and we're just being dragged along. I have no idea where we are, not even a single clue. End of log today. Why didn't you wake me up, Rosetta? Grandpa, you're sick. You should go sleep in your cabin. Faf squints at the horizon and clouds in the direction of the narwhal. Rosetta, fetch me the binoculars. Oh, okay. But there's nothing over there. Faf continues squinting at the direction of the narwhal. Rosetta, get ready. Time for the final fight. Surprised, Rosetta is about to ask Faf for an explanation, but the sight from afar answers her instead. In the horizon, the faint outline of land takes shape. Is that where you were trying to go? What's going on in that electric brain of yours? As they approach the coast, the narwhal begins to slow. It seems to be drawing close to a bay. Grandpa, this seems to be the Drake Passage. We're approaching the nearby bay. Wait till it slows down a bit more, then we can catch up and land the killing blow. Okay? The long chase is finally coming to an end. Rosetta, however, does not find joy at the journey's end, since it would mean the death of the narwhal at their own hands. Huh? What are those glowing red lights in the sea? Rosetta, get back! Uh-oh. A hand suddenly stretches out from the sea and almost catches Rosetta, leaning against the bulwark of the ship. A precise shot from Faf shoots it off. Corrupted. It's all corrupted into the sea, all of them. They're using the current to follow the narwhal. Grandpa, it must be trying to prevent ships in the port from going out to sea. It's so they won't be attacked by corrupted. That must be why it destroyed the port. And now it's coming all the way over here. It must be for something important. Perhaps. As a bionic animal, it should have sensors that can detect ocean currents. Maybe it's thinking that they can be used to trap the corrupted here. What a fool you are. We humans have been so cruel to you, but you're still trying to save us. If that's the case, then the narwhal hasn't gone mad. It destroyed the port to prevent people from sailing out to sea. Doesn't matter. Guilty or not, I must hunt it. This is our best shot. The narwhal's glide slows down. It flips in agony, revealing a sheet of corrupted hanging from its body. But if the narwhal is gone, the corrupted will come after us next. You're right. If it sinks into the sea, that'll spell trouble for us. Faf fires at the corrupted hanging on the narwhal, while Rosetta keenly searches for an opening in the corrupted swarm. Guardian Spirit, to the northeast! Swim to the northeast! Rosetta shouts. The narwhal, who seems to have understood Rosetta's instructions, swims to the northeastern direction. Sometime later, the two of them and the narwhal finally broke through the corrupted, infested bay after suffering considerable injuries. Faf stands slowly. He staggers toward the narwhal resting next to the fishing boat and raises the high-voltage harpoon in his hand. The narwhal whimpers in a low hum. Its luminous eyes twinkle. You've done nothing wrong, but I must kill you to end the past, to end all sins. So, before he could bring the harpoon down, Faf suddenly coughs involuntarily and falls onto the narwhal. He coughs up blood, one cough after another. Grandpa? Grandpa! Uh-oh. Pray for life. Need a drink of water here? Rosetta jumps onto the narwhal and gently carries Faf back to the boat. Only then does she realize that part of Faf's body is beginning to rot. Ooh. How'd this happen? But you didn't get hurt, Grandpa. The punishing. Damn it. And at a time like this. Rosetta has heard of the punishing virus from Faf not long after setting out to sea. It is a terrible virus that had ravaged the world at the height of the Golden Age. The horrific virus had spread everywhere except high-altitude areas like the Arctic. Only a special serum can mitigate the effects of the virus. So, Grandpa, the thing you said I had to inject every day, that's the serum? Rosetta searches Faf for a shot of the serum in a panic, but Faf gently grabs her hand and shakes his head. Don't bother looking. We've run out of mine for quite some time now. Rosetta checks the boat. There's only enough serum left for one person to make the voyage back. Why? Why didn't we go back when you knew it's not going to be enough? I have to kill the narwhal no matter what. even if it kills me. But why? I don't understand. Because Grandpa has sinned far more than the forest guards, so there's no need to feel any regret. But Grandpa, you've never done anything bad. How could you be a sinner? They must have made a mistake. Rosetta, listen to me. Killing the narwhal is our only chance to be allowed into the ARU. If that is the case, then I don't want to join him. Weren't we doing okay just living in the forest? For me it is, but not for you. I can't allow you to be stuck there your whole life. You need friends. You need a future. Rosetta becomes quiet. She has friends in the port. If she could live a life like an ordinary girl. Faf shoves the high-voltage harpoon into Rosetta's hand. He points it at the narwhal's eye and nods. Kill the narwhal while you have the chance. Take the core of its electronic brain out back to the port manager. He'll know what it is. Rosetta takes the harpoon. She shambles absently toward the narwhal, staring into its eyes. The narwhal is tranquil, as if it has accepted its fate. They both stare silently into each other's eyes. Once you kill it, Rosetta, you'll be free. You'll no longer have to bear this sin that was never yours, that never was yours. You'll finally get to be a normal girl. You get to live without any regrets. But Rosetta shakes her head instead. She throws the harpoon into the sea and kneels beside the narwhal. If you are the guardian spirit of humanity, please listen to my only prayer. The young maiden can no longer hold back her tears. Please save my grandpa. Please, I beg of you. Only with the speed of the narwhal can the two of them make it back to New Murmansk with the serum they have left. Rosetta, give up. It's not a guardian spirit at all. It won't respond to you. We created it. It's just a cold, heartless machine. It's an irrevocable proof of our sin in a foolish age. But it chose to protect humanity rather than fight. It's our friend, not a cold-hearted weapon. The hearts of the narwhal flicker. The eyes of the narwhal flicker. It lets out a bellowing roar. Toiling visibly, it makes a hard turn and begins dragging their boat to the north. Impossible. The narwhal's mind awakened? Because of Rosetta? We can't keep calling it the guardian spirit or just a narwhal. It should have its own name. To become friends, we must know each other's names. Right, Derek? The narwhal lets out a series of groans as if dissatisfied with the silly name, taken and arranged from Drake Passage. Grandpa, no matter what happened in your past, the three of us have to get back alive. It shouldn't end here. Rosetta, have you really grown up? Turns out I was the only one trapped in the sins of the past. And with that, the journey between the two of them and Derek, the narwhal, begins anew. But this time, not to a perilous end, but toward their last hope. Last one. The last forest guard. Even though Derek dragged us back at almost full speed, there was no sign of land after more than 10 days. Little Rosetta, one more soul suffered. It's always suffering. It's like that meme. It's like that Yu-Gi-Oh meme where it's like, oh, look what time it is, and on the clock it just keeps saying duel. Instead it's like Kuro Games looking at the clock and it says, oh, and it says like suffering instead. Look what time it is, suffering. Rosetta sighs. She closes her logbook and walks on deck to check on Faf. Now, not only is Faf showing serious signs of the punishing virus, but so too is Rosetta. This is the last serum, Grandpa. Gritting through the excruciating pain of the punishing virus infection, Rosetta injects Faf with the last serum. But judging from the condition of the fever-stricken Faf, Rosetta, leave it for yourself. Rosetta shakes her head in tears. Faf can only let out a sigh, closing his eyes again. Derek, what's wrong? Are there more corrupted? Rosetta looks toward Derek. The outline of the continent is looming in the distance. Land ho! Grandpa, it's land. We're home! Rosetta returns to the cabin excitedly, but finds Faf already unconscious. Grandpa! Faf would likely never wake up again if Rosetta cannot find more serum. The huge narwhal, unable to stop its manic speed, crashes ashore with a loud roar. Overloaded and temporarily paralyzed, the narwhal Derek is trying to push the boat closer to shore with its remaining strength. Thank you, Derek. You should rest here for now. We're at a coast near the port's suburbs, but we'll still need to cross the snow-covered forest to reach the town. Grandpa, get some rest. Tomorrow will be a new day. Winter is almost over, and you promised to go on a picnic with me. The forest is going to be beautiful in spring. Rosetta picks up her spear and carries the unconscious Faf on her back. Each step toward the forest is accompanied by a drop of tear. Upon reaching the snowy forest, a most uncanny orchestra of screeches travel over the tide. Uh-oh.
私が進行するための槍となる。
I won't let you die, Grandpa. We will go home together. I can barely move, but I can't stop here.
私についてくれる。
The music fills me with hope and determination.
誰でもいいからかかってきなさい。
I know these bionics. They must have been hiding here ever since I first met Lisa. Only I destroyed them all back then. Oh.
私たちはいつか全ての障害を取り除く。
Suffering from the punishing virus while carrying Faf on her back, Rosetta can no longer summon up the strength to continue onward and falls to one knee. Gar. A bionic seizes the opportunity to jump out of the surrounding forces to deliver the final blow to Rosetta. At this time, a tall figure jumps out of the forest and stomps on the bionic, leaping toward Rosetta. Are you okay? Forest guard. The bionic struggles to get up, but a spear pierces its power connections and loses its function instantly. Oh, you're the old hunter and his granddaughter from before. Thank goodness. Please, take my grandpa to the port. He's in urgent need of care. Seeing the hope in Rosetta's eyes, Temia finds herself drawn to help her, but she bitterly looks away. I'm sorry. The forest guards are not permitted near the port. This is as far as we're allowed to operate. The unrelenting nightmare of the past eats away at the Arctic. It binds itself around not only Rosetta and Faf, but also the forest guards, and everyone here. Rosetta peers at Temia with disappointment. She grits her teeth and shuffles Faf on her back again. I see. The look in the girl's eyes tears at Temia's heart more than ever. Even harder than the day she lost everything and became a forest guard. But she does not catch up to Rosetta, for she has too much to bear. Not just the sins of the past, also the future of the forest guard. Dang. Rosetta returns to the port. People look in horror at the sight of the wounded and bloody girl. Someone, help. Save my grandpa. Rosetta, is that you, Rosetta? Lisa, hurry. Where's the hospital, my grandpa? He needs serum. Help me find serum. Lisa furrows her eyebrows in silence and hugs Rosetta. After some time, she finally opens her mouth to speak. Rosetta, your grandpa, he's already dead. The words remain unsaid. But Rosetta refuses to let go of Faf's body. As long as she held on to Faf, he would never truly leave her. No, that can't be. Grandpa, not even bionics the size of a bear could stop him. How could he? Rosetta chokes up, weeping silently. Rosetta, you're back? The port manager pushes aside the crowd as he rushes to Rosetta. He signals Lisa to step aside and whispers to Rosetta. What about the narwhal? Where's the thing that Faf promised? Rosetta shakes her head and slowly lays down Faf's body. With tears streaming down her cheeks, she wipes her face covered in blood and vital fluid from the bionics. Faf kicked it, huh? Well, no matter, I never had any faith in him to begin with. Stopping the tide forever is nothing but a fantasy. At that moment, the sound of an incoming connection request beeps from the port manager. Hey manager, What's the matter? We found the narwhal. It's beached near the forest like it's trashed or something. What? Faf still hasn't killed the narwhal yet? The port manager stares at Rosetta, but soon smiles again. Well, those works too. We can still dismantle the narwhal. Looks like Faf lived up to his promise after all. The port manager waves, signaling several technicians to come over. The technicians step forward, beginning to prepare to dismantle the narwhal. He gave his life for the Arctic Route Union. I will honor my promise to him and allow you to join us. The port manager pats Rosetta on the shoulder, but she shakes him off vehemently. What are you doing? Rosetta grabs her spear and stands before the port manager and the others, blocking their path to the forest. The narwhal, Derek, is our guardian spirit and my friend. I won't let you hurt him. Guardian spirit? You still on about this? The port manager and all of the other people in the port begin to uproar and protest, but no one dares to cross Rosetta's spear. You're calling this plague that destroyed the port a guardian spirit? No way you'll fit in the Union. Rosetta remains indifferent to the lambasting port citizens, where she has long since known that they are cowardly and timid. These people are the ones that Grandpa, Derek, and the forest guards are trying to protect. Derek, do you hear me? Rosetta yells out Derek's name to the heavens. Run! Run wherever. Save yourself. Run from me and Grandpa, then make your choice. Whether you're still helping the humans despite their prejudice, or if you want war with them, I'll respect your decision. Boy, big guy's moving. Ah, damn it, stop it. It's going back to the sea, mate. We can't catch up. What do? What do? Good, Derek. Good. Badly wounded, Rosetta is no longer able to provide any support. She collapses onto the ground, completely unconscious. Kill her! She's the reason the narwhal escaped. A sinner like her. She needs to die. No, I have a better idea. We'll turn her into a construct and force her to join the forest guards. What do you say? No, you can't. Rosetta, she... Quiet, Lisa. The forest guards are running short-handed now. It's about time we try out some newer technology. She'll be the perfect lab rat. This is where sinners end up, atoning for their sins in eternity. Forest guard Rosetta. Man, that's so messed up. Man, screw these guys. Screw the ARU, man. They're the sinners. It's so messed up. Decided to take a little girl and turn her into a freaking construct. Jeez. Second most hated guys. Yeah, I can see it. I'd be so mad. Even if Rosetta tried to tell them, even if you tried to tell them the truth behind it, even if they were to read like her journal or whatever, they're not gonna believe it. Bro, need to sleep. All right, thanks for coming by, my gloves. I'm going to end stream 2 here, so it's a good time. I don't have enough. I'm 20 cards away, bro. Whatever. I'll get the 20 cards next time. My throat's starting to hurt. Yeah, this is a good stopping point. Okay. So, that being said, thank you for watching. Thank you for chilling with me. Thank you for chatting with me. I really do appreciate it. I hope you have a great rest of your day or night, wherever you're in the world. Take care, stay safe, drink plenty of water, and I hope you enjoyed the stream. I'll stream this again tomorrow. Good night, bro. Good night to you too. I'll stream this again tomorrow, and I'll play through EX03, Lost Chapter. Alrighty. Again, thank you for watching, and again, I hope you enjoyed the stream. Thank you, thank you, thank you. See you tomorrow. Thank you. Bye-bye. My throat hurts.